I hope everybody have a good night rest. It's wonderful today. Thank you so much. If you're just joining us for the first time, yes, on my life, my name is Grace Lowen from GraceLawendhair. Here on this life, we talk about hair, we do practicals about hair, we learn about braids and everything. So you might just be hearing my voice or you're just passing by. Go ahead. Thank you, Mina, for joining. Adowa for joining. And Monique for joining. Thank you if you're just joining us for the first time. You're all welcome. Let's go ahead. Let's prepare for today because it's Monday. I hope you have a nice weekend. I know the week has started again. To God be the glory. So today we are going to commence like having our practicals done. If you're just coming for the first time, you're welcome. Let me share the video from here. As you're coming in, let's share to get other people in. Yes, let me share. I'm going to share for you. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. If you're joining us, let me share from here. Go ahead and share the videos. I'm sharing from here. Let's bring other people in. Let's bring all the people in. It's practical days. Monday today. So let's share. I'm sharing from here. Go ahead and share and like the videos. Let's start straight away. No time to waste. And if you're just, thank you so much, Rennie, Free, Shadow, Amber. Everyone, please, let's share the videos and then like the videos. Continue to bring people in. I'm sharing for you. I've shared. Let's share for other people as well to come and join us. You're all welcome from Facebook. You're welcome from TikTok. You're welcome, and from YouTube, you're highly welcome to the class this morning. This afternoon here. Sorry about that. So it should be morning somewhere, maybe in Canada, America. Most places are morning, most places are night, but nevertheless, you're all welcome to the class. So I'm sharing from here. So let me share as well to bring people in. I've shared. Thank you, everyone, for joining. If you're just joining, go ahead and share the video. Let other people come in. Thank you and God bless you all. So today, if you're just joining the class for the first time, let's go ahead and tap. The 3 things we have to do in the class is like the video. You go ahead and tap your phones. Then share the videos, whatever means of making sure this live video is going on for your support. I will appreciate it. Thank you, because more like would attract. Keep it up. Oh, thank you so much, and God bless you all. Akonde, everyone. Yes. So if you're joining us for the first time, you're welcome. Here in our class, we discuss about braiding, we discuss about hair. You might be here. Everybody have that different mission of coming to the classes. You might be here to use the skill for your family. You might be here using the skill for as a business. You might be here just to make sure you do your hair by yourself. Whatever mission and whatever passion, the reason why you're here in this class, everything is welcomed. So now, if you're here and you don't know how to braid at all, because we'll talk about braiding, most people might be passing, they'll think, what is she talking about? What is braiding? Braiding is like turning this hair into this hair. That is what we call braiding. And braiding is a creative act that a braider uses. We use hair to showcase our creativity. That's what we do as a braider. So this morning, if you don't know how to braid at all and it's your first time, I will show you on this section of this class. I used to show us just the kind of technique we can use in getting into braiding. Then after this class, then we'll now move straight into adding extensions into hair using different methods. I've sent videos because I come online, I explain different techniques. Like we do two methods, but with different techniques. That's everything all together is 6 in number. So I do them here on my live all the time. So I just thought, okay, there's no point. Let me just do some videos, full videos that will explain all those methods one after the other. So I've sent one yesterday. If you have not watched it here, go ahead and watch it, but we're still going to practicalize it in class. If you don't have your mannequin ready, go ahead and get your mannequin. If you have your mannequin with you at this point, bring your mannequin, because we want to get into business of practicals. Yes, what are the benefits of doing braid, if you may have? Benefit of doing braid, they are protective styles. They keep your hair and they help your hair to grow. So what are the benefits of you as a braider? It will help you to become a self-employed if you don't want to work for somebody, or you want to set up your salon, or you want to work as a freelancer. You can have this skill. It's going a long way to help you. So now, before we kickstart, is first thing we have to do is get your mannequin ready. If you're here and you don't know how to braid, or you are here, you want to perfect your braiding, get your mannequin. We'll get about to start in this section of class by teaching you, showing you some technique of how to get into braiding. So when we get into braiding today, the next thing we are going to do, we're going to do the practical of adding extensions, and the other thing we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to finish your braiding by putting it in hot water. Either you want it in a coily way, or you want it in a twist form, or you want it in a straight form. All that we are going to do today, they are all packaged. So before we do, when you're doing your hair, always make sure you have, I hope everybody can see what I'm doing. Let me position myself very, very well. If you're joining us for the first time, you're welcome. Let's continue to like the video, share the video, bring other people in so that we can start. When you're doing hair, always have your clips. The reason why we have our clips with us is that in case we are doing this hair, we don't want other hair to be on our way. So you just go ahead and use your clip to really hold this hair and make sure you have only the hair you're going to be working with. You're welcome from YouTube. If you're just joining, please watch what you're putting on the comment section. Please, you know the platform where we are, you just have to be respectful. Watch what you're putting on the platform, please. Do not write anything that will be against the rules, please. Just watch what you write on the comment section. If you know the class is not for you, you can as well just look for a place and find yourself. But if you know that you're here to learn, don't put anything on the comment section that will affect us from coming to the class, please. Thank you. What are we learning today? We are doing braiding. If you don't know how to braid, I'm going to show you the technique. The first thing we're going to learn now is showing you the techniques. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? If you know you can hear me, say yes on the comment section. If you know you can hear what I'm saying, say yes on the comment section. Put it on the comment section if you know you can hear what I'm saying. If you know you can hear me, put yes. Okay, thank you so much. God bless you all. Yes, let's go ahead and like the video, share the video. So now this section of teaching is for those beginners friendly. You don't know how to braid at all. You've not even handled hair at all. This is the time. This is the section whereby you come in and learn how to get into braiding. When you know how to go into this braiding, the next thing that we're going to learn is adding extensions into braiding, right? I'm going to show you different methods of adding extension into braid if you're new. So now I have my comb and I have the hair. If you have your mannequin and you're ready to do the same thing as I'm doing now, go ahead. Hello, Grace from Germany. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you so much. God bless you, Sylvia and Jose. God bless you. Thank you so much. So if you have your mannequin ready, get your mannequin ready. If you have your hair ready, get your hair ready. The only problem is that when we are doing this hair, you don't have to bother at this point whereby you start getting this hair, sectioning it in a small portion. No, don't worry about that. So because thank you so much. Thank you so much for Laweni for the gift. Thank you. God bless you. This one goes to everybody that is supporting the live. Go ahead and support the live. Thank you. This one goes for those that are sharing it. And now we have to go ahead and do it. So when you have your mannequin, just go ahead and get the hair. Don't worry if you're taking this amount of quantity of hair that you want to do now, because it's a beginner's class, right? So don't worry. You have your mannequin, get the section of hair, do it, get used to the braiding. Then when you get used to the braiding, you can now go ahead and portion this hair in a smaller portion. So now I have my hair ready and I have my comb ready, right? So the next thing we have to do is get your comb ready. Make sure you comb the hair that you'll be working with. always make sure that the hair you're working with is nicely brushed or combed. So now we're going to section this hair into 3 equal parts. Before we start doing hair, before you start doing braid, we use our hands to do braids. So that hands we use in doing braids is, now I'm going to mention the hand. When you hear me mentioning, I'm using my thumb and I'm using my index finger to hold this, you know that braiding is done by our hands. So this hands is our thumb, this one is our index finger, this one you're seeing is the middle finger, this one is the ring finger, and the little one is a little or pinky finger, which I'm going to be mentioning as we're going into the process of doing this braiding, the practical process. So now the most important hands that we use in doing hair that plays vital role is the thumb and the index finger. You hear me saying, okay, you can just go ahead, hold this hair with your thumb and hold it with your index finger. So that is just it. So now that we have our hair ready and you know the hands that we're about to use in doing this hair, we'll go ahead and section this hair. Let's say this is the amount of hair you brought, or yours might be lesser than this. It doesn't really matter. Just go ahead and section it into 3 equal parts. Go ahead and section it into 3 equal parts. Split it into 3 equal parts. Split it into 3 equal parts. One on your right hand, one in the middle, and one on your left hand. I've sent so many videos in case you want to do practicals at the time where I'm not there and you're working with your mannequins. Go ahead and watch the videos as well. It's going to help you to get into doing it when you have your time. So I've sectioned this hair. Let me make sure that the hairs are equal. This section, we don't repeat this section. We don't repeat this section of class when we're doing it. As soon as we've gone past this section, we'll go straight into adding extensions into hair. So if you're here and you don't know how to braid, this is your time. Just come in and watch some techniques that you use in getting into braiding. So now we have split this hair into 3. One, this is on my right hand. I hope everybody can see it. This is on my right hand, and we have this one in the middle, and we have this other one on my left hand. What are we supposed to do at this point? Now, as a beginner, if I ask you to take up this hair now and braid this hair, I know what you're going to do straight away. You start turning this hair like that. No. Yes, we do hair like that, but at this point you're not going to do this braids this way, in the sense that because we're learning how to do braids, and when you're doing braid, we're going to cover about 60 to 80 strands of braid on your hair while you're doing it. You can't go ahead and be doing this braid this way because it's going to take you too much time. But the best way to go about learning how to do this braid, because you're going to be doing a lot of braid on the hair, is to go ahead and bring this one under. Bring this one under. So now I'm a right-handed person. If you're a left-handed person, go ahead and because when I'm a right-handed person, I'm taking the braid first, taking it from the right hand first. But if you're a left-handed person, you go ahead and take it from the left first, which I cannot teach you that now, because just go ahead and use the same way you're using your hands to do it, and do it at the same time. So now I've sectioned the hair into 3. What am I going to do now? I'm holding this one on my right hand with my thumb and index finger. I'm holding this one on the left hand, right, with my thumb and index finger. And this one in the middle, just leave this middle on its own. Leave the middle on its own. The only thing you're going to do about it is that when you want to start this braiding, as you section it into take this one on your right hand, bring it in. Look at it, bring it into the left. This is my left hand. Then you now grab this middle one. When you grab this middle one, hold it and secure it with your thumb and index finger here on your right hand. Have you seen the way I do it? That's the way you're going to start your braid. When you start this braid, secure the hair from the roots. When you already secure this hair from the root, it's easier for you to now go on and start braiding this hair. So now I have this one on my left hand. What do I do with the left hand? Bring it into your right hand. Do you see the way I'm supporting this with my other middle finger and the ring finger? Just put it there. Then you come and grab this one in the middle, hold it. The reason why you're holding this hair is because you're a beginner. When you get into this hair, thank you so much, Mommy Glory, you're welcome. Thank you. Let's continue to share the video, like the video and share. Let's bring other people in. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. So now I have this one on my right hand. What am I going to do with this? Bring it in. Then you grab this one in the middle, push it to your right hand, secure it with your thumb and your index finger. You're trying to secure this root, right? This root is securing already. Watch what is going on. By the time you secure the root, it's going to be easier for you now to start braiding, because it will go from your right to your left, from your left to your right. That's how it's going to go. Let's continue so that we can secure this root very well. So you take this one on your left hand, bring it into the right. When you bring it into the right, the middle one is going to be popping up. When it pops up, push it to your left hand. Look at the way I'm pushing it up, holding it with my thumb and index finger. I'm only explaining all this for you to just get into this braiding. By the time you do it once and it gets into your hands, that is just it. You go ahead and start doing your braid. It's going to be easy for you to go ahead and start doing your braid. So now I'll take this one on my right hand. When I take it on my right hand, I'll move it in like that, going in. Look at the way I'm supporting it there with my other hands. Then you grab this one in the middle, push it, secure it with your thumb and index finger. What have I done here? I've secured this. Look at it, it's forming my braids already. So if you use this technique, there's no way you will not get into braiding with this technique. So now I'm taking this one on my left hand, bring it in into the right hand. Then you grab this one in the middle, secure it with your thumb and your index finger. Look at it now. It started forming. If you're having your mannequin and you've not known how to braid, just go ahead and do the same thing I'm doing. Before you know it, you're already there. When you do the first braiding, you're already having that technique in your hands. Then you now go ahead and start doing your braiding. So if you're joining us for the first time, you're welcome to this class. So this class, I don't repeat it twice. We only go once and that is it. Then the other one will jump into the segment of adding extension into the hair. Thank you so much. Thank you and God bless you. Let's give this chest to everybody that is supporting us. Thank you and God bless you. So now take this one on your right hand. What are you going to do? Bring it into the left hand. Then grab this one in the middle, push it, hold it and secure it with your thumb and index finger. Do you know the reason why I want you to secure it with your thumb and index finger? Because you're a beginner. If you let go, you can hold this one with your thumb and index finger on your right hand. You can still let your left hand be free. Yes, because now that you're holding it, it won't unravel on its own. You won't feel like, oh, I'm not doing this and it's not securing. But the way you're holding it is to make this head secure. So now go ahead and grab this one with your left hand, bring it in. When you bring it in, take this one in the middle again, move it to the left, secure it with your thumb and index finger. This is my thumb and this is my index finger. I already explained to you that those two hands, they play very vital role when we're doing braids. They play very, very important role. Other fingers are supporting fingers, but these two fingers, they do a lot. On this process of learning, you'll see me, I'll keep mentioning, oh, I'm holding this here. I just broke my index finger out. That is just how it is. So you continue to do this thing. From your right hand now, take it into your left hand. Grab this one in the middle. Secure it with your thumb and index finger. From my left hand, move it into the right hand. Take this one in the middle, secure it with my thumb and index finger. Look at it. From my right hand again, move it into the left hand. Grab this one in the middle, push it to your right hand, securing it with your thumb and index finger. Grab this one on your left hand, bring it in. You're not bringing it above, bringing it in. Then you grab this one in the middle, secure it with your thumb and index finger, just like so. Until you know it, you start braiding the hair. It will not be from your right hand into your left hand. Look at it, you formed the braid already. So the three strands, they are all separated on its own now. So the next thing you're going to do is just a pattern work from the right to the left, from the left to the right until you finish your braid. So let's go ahead and finish this braid. So if you're here watching me and you need your hello man, thank you so much. When you have your mannequins with you, or if you're not ordered your mannequin yet, go ahead and order your mannequin, because it's going to help you to practice. The more you practice hair, the better it becomes. The better you become into hair. That is the principle. If you don't practice and you're watching me doing this, I can do this from now till next year. You know, for the fact that you're not doing it with your own hand, you're not going to get it. So it's better you go ahead and practice it. When you watch it, see the technique, go ahead and practice it. So then we'll go ahead now, take this one, push it to the right hand, secure it with your thumb and your index finger. Then you go ahead, grab this one on your left hand, bring it in. When you bring it in, you now go ahead and start doing your plait. Can you see? It's easy because everything, you secured it from the roots. and you secured it, it's not wobbling or it's not unraveling, you go ahead and complete your braid. You see it from my right into my left, grab this one in the middle, secure it. From my left into my right, grab the middle one, push it to the left, hold it with your thumb and index finger. From my right hand into the left hand, grab this one in the middle, push it, secure it with your thumb and index finger on your right hand. Take this one on your left hand, bring it in, and grab this one in the middle, push it to your left hand, secure it with the thumb and index finger, just like so, until everything is finished, right? You see? Thank you. If I'm with you, you're welcome to the live. Let's go ahead and keep liking the video, and it will attract more people to come in. Thank you so much, man. You're welcome. So let's go ahead and finish up our braid. The same way, when it gets into your hand, it's just gently. You don't need all those process. By the time you do it, you just go ahead and start doing your braid from the right into your left, from your left into my right. I only explain all those techniques for you to understand it. So when it gets into your hand like this, you go ahead and finish your braid. If you have started this braiding with me, this section of class, by now you will reach up to this point. By now, your braiding should be looking like this. Yes, absolutely. Your braiding should be looking like this. If 8 years old child can use this technique and get into braiding, what about us? You can do better. So let's go ahead and finish up this braid. When you finish up the braid, you see that now you've become a braider. And the only thing you have to do now, constant practice will not make it get into your hands, and you will not make it faster. So the faster you become, the better it is when you're doing braiding, because you're going to finish like 8. It depends on the number. When you see the number of braid, I can even count this one that we're using in doing practical for you if you want to prove it. If you see the number of hair with this size you're using, it's going to be more than 60 to 80 braid, or some braids are even on more than 100 that you're going to do. So if you're not practicing how to be fast with your braiding, you're going to spend 10 hours, even 2 days in doing the braiding. We don't want to learn like that. So the earlier, the better. You keep practicing. Let me refresh. Let's refresh TikTok. Then we'll now be on the same level. Yes, we'll now be on the same level. Right. So if you're just joining us or you're there watching me, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Let me show you what we have done so far. Look at it. Have you seen it? If you have started the braid with me, this is how your braid is going to look straight away. Can you see it? Straight away. This is how the braid is going to look straight away. So it's something that you need to practice. By the time you keep practicing, it keep getting into your hands. And for you, you don't give up. Before you know it, you start doing all those braids. When you think, oh, I'm not even getting it, you're getting it because you're doing it with your hands. Excuse me. The more you do this practice, a braiding thing skill with your hands, the more it gets into your hands. So if you're just joining us, you're highly welcome. But this first section of the class is for those that doesn't know how to braid at all. For those that doesn't know how to braid at all. So 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. UK time is our normal classes. When we start the classes, the first thing we do is to train you how to do braiding, so that by the time we get into adding extension into braiding, you will not be there saying, oh, I don't know how to braid, but I've told you the techniques of how to go about it. So if you don't have your mannequin at this point, and you really have passion into hair, the best thing is to order for your mannequin so that you go ahead and start doing your trainings. Yes, that is it. So because many testimonies have been coming into this live. Since I started this live, a lot of people have graduated. They started doing their kids' hair. They started doing their clients' hair because they've been learning for a few days. Most people are very fast learners. When they see things once, they learn it straight away. So, but if you know that you're not in that pace, gradually, don't worry yourself, you will still get there. The more you practice, the better you become. So on this segment of class, we've rounded this one up. We're not going to repeat it again. Then if you know you missed this class at this point, tomorrow 12 p.m. because our classes are always 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. UK time. So if you've missed this section now, do not worry. Tomorrow, first thing, 12 o'clock, be here right on time. If you have your mannequin, get your mannequin with you. Then we'll do the technique straight away. Immediately you do it and it gets into your hands, and that is just it. Thank you so much for everyone. If you're just coming in, share the videos for everyone to come in, like the videos, and do whatever to support our life today to get on. Let's do it. Thank you so much and God bless you. I've sent in videos. Yesterday, I tried to do that video because I promised that I'm going to do 6 methods of adding extensions. Yeah, it's two methods, but in that two method, we segment it into three ways of doing adding extension using the rubber band method, and three ways of adding extension doing the natural method. So that's 6. I'm going to do video in each of it and send it. I've done one yesterday. You will see it. Go ahead and watch it. That I've done it. Then tomorrow again, if I finish this live, I have the time, I'm going to do the another methods relating to the rubber band method. Send the videos. So anytime we do it online, you see me doing it and you think you want to practice, you go ahead and watch the videos and continue doing your practice. So now the next lesson we are going to do now is adding extensions into our braid. If you're ready, if you have your extensions, if you have everything ready, go ahead and bring them closer, because it's time to get into adding extensions into braiding. So that is the most important thing. Why do we add extension into braiding? We add extension for it to last longer. You can as well braid your natural hair like that, but then it's not going to stay up to the weeks when you have extensions on it, right? And another reason why we add extension into our hair is that maybe sometimes you might feel like changing colors of hair. My hair color is black and I will feel like having red color or blue color on my head. You just go ahead and get the extensions and braid that color that is your wish on your hair, right? Instead of changing your hair all the time in different colors. That's another reason. And another reason why we have extensions on our hair is, for instance, you have a short hair and you want a lengthy hair. Extensions can help you to do that. By having the extensions, most people these days, they have the extension when they braid their hair, it gets up to their butt, even longer. You see it's going very down. So that is what they feel like having, and extensions will help you to do that. All these reasons are the reason why we have extensions on our hair, and it protects our hair too, and it helps our hair to grow. So that's all these benefits we have in having extensions on our hair. Let's say, for instance, you have your kids going to school, they have each term is 6 weeks or to 7 weeks, and you just have this hair braided for them. It will last them longer for that 6 weeks. Then when they finish that term, you take it out, wash it, and have another hair done. But if you notice that you're using your daughter's natural hair to do their hair, it won't last up to 1 week to 2 weeks. You take it off again and have that hair repeated on your daughter's hair. So that's the difference between adding extensions to hair and having your own hair naturally on its own, right? So now we're going ahead. Now we've started this hair. Look at it. Can you see it? We've been using this hair for practical up to date. We started it on this live. When we finish it, now when we're going to finish this little practical, I'm going to show you how to either coil this hair, how to end the extensions, the tip of your extensions. Then we'll put it into hot water. That is what we are going to do today. Then I'll find a way of taking all this hair out. Then we'll start all over again. So now let's get into it. The first method we are going to do today, if you're ready, I'm ready. This is the hair we're using for the training. We almost finished the hair. We almost finished this hair. And normally I use colored hair for the training for more visibility sake. We use colored hair to do trainings for more visibility sake, so that by the time I'm explaining things to you, this hair has a brown shade color, and at the end of the day, we're using brown, black, blue on top of it. Meaning that when you're using those things to practice, it helps you as well to make sure that your braids are very clean and neat, and you'll be able to hide the natural hair so that we won't be seeing the natural hair. Let's go ahead and keep liking the video. Thank you so much for those that is liking the video, and thank you so much for those that are making this live very possible. Thank you so much, and God bless you. If you're watching me from Facebook, you're welcome. If you're watching me from TikTok, you're highly welcome. If you're watching me from YouTube, you're welcome as well. So let's go ahead and do this. So now the hair that we started since, if you count this braid on this hair, is a lot of braids on it. So that is what I'm telling you. When you're learning how to braid, you learn how to be fast as well, because you're going to complete this hair. If you ask me to do this hair within 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours, I'll be able to complete this hair at a go. because I've been doing this hair for a very long time and I'm fast in doing it. So that is the reason why you keep practicing. The more you practice, the better you become and the faster you become as well. So now the extensions that we're going to be using today, if you have your extensions and you have everything ready, go ahead and get it. I'm going to be using this shade color to do it. We have it the other time, so we're going to use it to finish up this method. Then now go ahead and just do different things on the tip of the hair, how to end the tip of your hair in case you have your kids or you have your clients that ask or requested for that style. So I'm going to show you how to do all that. So now this is the extension we're working with, and the first method we're going to do is the rubber band method. The reason why we do this rubber band method is that normally you just go straight away and start installing your extension naturally by installing the extension naturally, but then we find it very difficult. That natural method is always difficult to install as a beginner, but then you grow into it. The more you practice it, the better. So in order for us not to stay without doing our braids, that is why this rubber band method came up. That, oh, let's go ahead and continue using the rubber band method or use the other method that relating to rubber band method to continue to do our braid until you get used to adding the extensions naturally. That is how it is. Because most people know how to braid like this, but they don't know how to add extensions into it. Then, but if you use the rubber band method, it's going to help you to get into braiding. Gradually, you're going to get into knowing the natural method of installing the extensions naturally. So let's go ahead. We're going to start with let me position those braids very well so that we will be able to start our practical. The first method we're going to do today is doing the rubber band method using the crochet pin. Doing the rubber band method using the crochet pin. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to split this hair into, I'm going to use this hair to do 6 of the methods today. As soon as we finish the 6th method, I'm taking it bit by bit just because I don't want to lose anyone. We'll just finish up, complete the hair on this. Then after that, I'm going to lose it and take everything off. Then we'll use it to start our practicals again. So that is just it. So now this method, if you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome. This class, we are only having our classes by 12 p.m. UK time, Monday to Friday. Let's go ahead and share the video to help us. So all we need to do this rubber band method is just this tiny bit. Or when you say rubber band, don't go and get that big rubber band. No, that's not what we need for the hair. We need a very, very tiny rubber band. Look at it. Can everybody see it? How tiny the rubber band is. Look at how tiny the rubber band is. They sell it in a pack. In a pack like this, there's a lot in it. It's going to serve you a long way when you get this rubber band. Since we started this training, we're going up to our 9th week now. We've been using this rubber band. It's still there. We still have it, using it. So next thing that we need for this hair, we need our crochet pin. Look at it. We need our crochet pin. So if you're using the crochet pin, or if you've not seen the crochet pin for the first time, this is what we use in installing her hair. You hear, I want to do crochet braid. This is what you use in installing the crochet braid on your hair. There's a lot of things this crochet pin does. So most people have not seen it before, but since we started this class, they know what crochet pin is. Yes, so we're going to use the crochet pin for this method. Then the next method we're going to use, you don't require the crochet pin. Let's go ahead and do it. So now I'm going to grab my rubber band. Normally you also use like one rubber band to hold up to the hair, but then sometimes when you're using the rubber band, it snaps. The rubber band snaps. So what you're going to do on this occasion is to go ahead and just grab. For me, I used to grab like 2 small rubber bands. Look at it. The 2 small rubber bands, then I'll join them together. Can you see it? When I join them together, I'll go straight to the hair. This is the hair I'm to work with. I've already combed it. Always make sure you comb the hair that you're working with. Always make sure you comb the hair that you're working with. You go straight, take your rubber band, that's your rubber band, put it across. You go ahead and secure this hair with your rubber band. Can everybody see what I'm doing? Go ahead and secure this hair with your rubber band. I'm still going to explain other methods for you, because most people are like, I don't want the rubber band on my hair. It doesn't have any harm. We still do hair with this rubber band. The only thing is that you secure this with your rubber band. When you're taking the hair off, you just gradually take the rubber band off the hair. So that is just it. So when you secure it, look at what I'm saying now. One of them have snapped, but I'm not going to lose it. I hope it's not going to affect the hair. That is the reason why I'm using two. Now that I'm used one, let me take it off, because now it has snapped. One of the rubber band has snapped. So that's why sometimes some of the rubber bands are not really okay. That's why I double them in two. Let's go ahead and do it again. Let me grab another one, because that tiny bit of it, one of them just snapped immediately. You see what I just told you? You go ahead, look at this one, take it and grab the hair. This is the hair we're working with. I hope everybody can see it. That's the hair we're working with. Then you go ahead, hold your rubber band this way. When you hold the rubber band this way, you go ahead and secure it with the rubber band. This method is beginner friendly. If you don't know how to add extensions into hair and you cannot do the natural method, please go ahead and use this method to perfect your braiding and keep going. Before you know it, we're still going to teach you the natural method here. Then you will still learn the natural method as well. So by the time you keep doing your braids and you're getting used to it, the natural method is going to get into your hands. So while we have this one up to this point, I've secured it. What next are we going to do? Go ahead and grab this one, open it into two, then push it to these two sides. When you push it to do side, be careful, because while you're pulling this hair to the other two sides, you're pulling the hair on the scalp to secure it more firmly. But if you do it that much, it's going to be too tight. We don't want it to be too tight. We don't really want it to be too tight. Just do it in a way that, the hair is secured and now it's not too tight to the scalp of the person you're doing it on. So we are going to get our crochet pin. When you get your crochet pin, you're going to pass your crochet pin. Look at the crochet pin. This crochet pin has something like a latch to close it. Can you see it? When you open it, you close it. It has it. So you just go ahead and open it first. When you open it, you pass it. Pass it from the middle of the hair that you secured with the rubber band. Be careful while you're doing it. You pass it. When you pass it, it's going to come out on the other side. Can everybody see it? It's going to come out on this side. Then you go ahead and grab your extensions. When you grab your extension, this is the color of the extension I'm using today. You can use any color. Not because I'm using this color, you go and get this color for training. Any color you have at home of extension is okay for your training. That's absolutely okay. Just go ahead and use it. So I'm going to grab this extension this way. Now, when you're doing your braid, always make sure that your extensions, your braids are the same sizes. Your braids are the same sizes. If you find it very difficult to take the braids this way I'm taking it, line it up on a rack, or you put it on the handle of your dining set. Just get one of the seats and line those hair up. When you finish it, you take another set and line it up onto it. So now this is the braid I'm going to be working with now. Can everybody see it? Now that I'm holding this, I'm going to section this hair. Whichever braids you're doing, is always sectioning the hair in ratio 2:1, meaning that this one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. That means this one on the left hand should be bigger than this, and 2 times bigger than this one I have on my left hand. So the next thing you're going to do, take this one you have on your left hand, put it aside, put it on one side. Then you're going to work with this one first. Now that you have sectioned, put your crochet pin underneath. The next thing is that you're having this hair. If you find out that the hair is on your way, always have your clip. Always have your clip to hold these things. You just hold it. If, for instance, that this hair now is disturbing you, take the clip and hold it. When you secure the hair, you release it. Can you see the way I just did it? You go ahead and take this one. Measure it. Let them be on the equal sizes. Can you see it? They are on the equal sizes now. Go ahead and form this kind of loop. Can you see it? Form it like a loop there. Put it inside this. Then you use the crochet pin to cover it. The latch to cover it. Gradually pull. You see the way I'm pulling it? I've pulled it gradually. Release the crochet pin. Put it on one side. Then you go ahead. Hold this one of the hair on. This is my left hand. This is my left hand. This is my left hand. Hold one of the strand of this hair on the left hand. Then you go into this right hand. Pull the other side out. The reason why I'm holding it, if you don't hold it on this hand, when you're pulling it out, everything will come with you. That means you start doing a double job, right? Nobody wants to do that double job. Let's go ahead and tap, tap, tap. 1.6. Let's go ahead and like the videos. It's going to attract more people to come in. Thank you so much, and God bless you for that. Let's give this chest to everyone supporting the live. Support the life with every area so that we can be able to bring more people in as well. So now to come and learn what you're enjoying, you never can tell that people are thinking, oh, what am I going to do? You might just share those videos to somebody now, and you're helping somebody to come and learn skill that will be useful for them. So now we go. The next thing that we're going to do, you bring this one down, bring the hair down, go ahead and make sure they're on the same level. Are you seeing it? If you're joining us for the first time now, you're just passing by seeing us. This method of hair we're doing is a rubber band method, installing the extension using the rubber band method and the crochet pin. So now we have put install this one side of the hair to this for the hair to the natural hair with the rubber band. You now grab the other part of your hair. When you grab the other part of your hair, make sure they are still the same equal length. You go ahead, bring this hair. Because we are using mannequin, you have to adjust the position of the hair to be okay for you. If you're having is it the best hair teacher on teaching money, talented lady? Okay, thank you so much. So now you're having this. When you're having this, you go ahead, grab. This is my left hand. Take your left hand, hold this, hold the hair that you're going to be working with. Go in the middle of this hair. Go in the middle of the other one that is 2 times bigger. Place it on the hair. When you place it like that, let me show the camera so that you can see it. When you place it like that, you hold it, secure it with your thumb and your index finger. This is the easiest method for you to braid hair as a beginner. Go and try it. You don't have to flip your hands on this. It's very easy. I've sent in a video. You see how it is easy to braid. But then if you know you don't know how to braid and you miss the first class, always come by 12 p.m. That's the first class we do. We teach you the techniques of how to get into braiding. And when you keep practicing, you're going to get there. On these second lessons, we do what? We show you the techniques of adding extension into braid. So now that I'm holding this hair, the 3 hair is 1, 2, 3. We have it on the 3 section. But the only difference when we're doing the rubber band method is that this hair in the middle only have the natural hair. For the sake that we are just learning, I will not advise you now to start splitting the hair. It will confuse you. So don't worry. Go ahead, just leave it. The only thing you're going to do, make sure the extensions in the middle are covering the natural hair. Then you go ahead. As I'm holding this hair, look at it the way I'm holding it with my thumb and my index finger. And now, because I'm a right-handed person, I'm not going to pick these extensions now. Bring it in from my right hand, bringing it to the left hand. You grab it. Take this one in the middle, secure it. This one on your left hand, take it into the right hand. Then you grab this one in the middle, secure it. Can everybody see it? You secure it. Then that is it. The braid, you started braiding your hair because this method is absolutely very, very easy because you don't have to flip your hands. When you're doing the natural method, you know that this method is easy for you to start learning how to braid or adding extension into hair. So, but then you might ask, oh, if maybe I don't have the crochet pin, can I still do this method? Yes. The next one I'm going to do now is doing this method. Are you going to do natural method? Yeah, I'm going to do natural method. We do that at last because the class is very friendly beginners class. So we need to teach something that will make everyone get into the braiding hair. So now I'm going to use this extension in the middle. Make sure you cover all the natural hair while you're braiding. Look at it. This one that is showing. Then you go ahead and use the extension in this middle to cover the natural hair. So you go ahead and braid. If you think it's not well covered, adjust it and keep on braiding your hair until you finish braiding this hair. So this method, if you're just joining us for the first time or you're just passing by seeing us, that is what we do in this class. We start the class 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. UK time, Monday to Friday. So now I'm braiding this hair. I will not finish the tip of this hair because we're still going to do other things to the tip. So now see the method. Yeah, if you've just braided this hair, if you've just done the same thing, look at, you have secured this hair now. Very, very secured. Very, very secured. This method is That method is a rubber band method using the crochet pin to install. Let's refresh TikTok. Then so that all of us will be on the same level. Let's refresh TikTok so that we can be on the same level. Yes. Okay, now we have done this method. Can everybody see it? We have done this method. Then the next method we are going to do now is still related to rubber band method, but then we are not going to use the crochet pin in doing this. Let's go ahead and like the video. We are 74 of us now. Thank you so much. Share the video, like the video to bring more people to come in. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. For everyone supporting the live, let's give this cheers to everyone. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much as you're joining. I know if you know you have that passion for the hair, go ahead and order for your mannequin and get into practice, because practice, they say, makes perfect. Anything about hair, you are going to practice. So let's go ahead and do this other method. This other method is related to the first method I've just done, but then the difference about this method is that you're not going to use the crochet pin to insert that hair. What you're going to use in inserting the hair is just, you watch me do it now. You watch me do that method. This method is really okay if you don't have the crochet pin, and it's easy as well. Go and watch me as I do this second method. This one method we did is the rubber band method, but we use the crochet pin to install the first part of the hair before we start braiding. On this other method I'm going to show you now, let me move so that everybody can be seeing this. On this other method, I think it's okay like this. We are seeing what I'm doing here. So on this other method, because I'm streaming on my 3 platforms, so I have to adjust it so that everybody can be able to see it. This is the hair we are working with, right? Now you have your clips. Any hair you're not working with, always make sure you use your clips to move them on to one side. Then you brush the hair. When you brush the hair, go ahead and open this hair. Go ahead and split that hair into 2. Can you see it? Like a butterfly flying. Split it into 2. When you split it into 2 like this, leave it. If you still find out that the hair is not stable, you go ahead and look for something to hold onto the hair. You could use your clip. Always have your clip. Then we'll now go into getting our extension. This is my extension. I'm still going to send the video of this one I'm doing. I've sent the first method I did. I've sent the video. You can go ahead. I sent it yesterday. You can go ahead and watch it when you want to practice. Find it very difficult, just go ahead and watch the video. It's just going to remind you all we have been doing on this live. Quickly, you just catch it. So this is the extension. I've taken my extension now. And remember, everything about extension is ratio 2:1. When you're doing your braids, take it and just have it this way. Make sure that the one you have on your right hand is 2 times the one you have on your left hand. Take this one you have on your left hand, put it aside. The bigger one, put it aside first while you're doing this method. You go ahead and measure these 2 hair. When you measure 2 of them, look at it, it's equal now. What are you going to do? Go straight in the middle of this hair. Watch me as I do this hair, because this method, they are all friendly to beginners. If you don't know how to do the natural method, please go ahead and use any of this method I'm showing you to go ahead and do your braiding until you get used to it. So now I have this in the middle like this. Place that middle one in this hair that you just opened. Can you see it? Place it in the middle. Can everybody see it? I took the hair I'm going to be working with, then I split it into 2. In that middle, you place the half and the one of the quarter of the extension into this. You now go ahead, get your rubber band. This is my rubber band. This rubber band we are going to be using is the tiny rubber band. Don't go and get the big rubber band, because it's going to be too big on this hair. So normally I'm supposed to be using 1. If you go ahead when you're doing your rubber band method, if you think 1 is okay for you and you can work with it and it didn't snap, go ahead and take 1. But for me, I used to double it. I've been telling you in the class, I used to double it because I don't want it to snap. When I did the first one, the thing just snapped. I don't want the rubber band to go ahead and be snapping, because most of them are so thin. So now you grab these 2 hair, look at it, like you see the butterfly that is flying. Now you want to cover it. My extension is in the middle. Can everybody see that the extension is in the middle? The extension is in the middle. Go ahead and like the video. We are in 2.7. Thank you so much for those ones liking the video. Let's go ahead. Now we should be getting about 10K likes. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead. Thank you so much, and God bless you. So the hand you use in liking the video and sharing it, may God bless you. So let's go ahead. This is my rubber band. As everybody can see, you just go ahead and clap this hair together. I'm still going to do a video on this one. Send it so that when you watch me live do it, when you're doing your practical, when I'm not there, you go ahead and look at the videos that we've sent. So look at this rubber band. Just use your hand to expand it a little bit like this. Go in and secure this hair. The extension is there in the middle. Secure it with a rubber band. Look at it. Go ahead and secure it. When you secure it with a rubber band, the only thing it's going to do, don't just go once and leave it. Go like 4 or 5 times and you see that the hair is secured. Because now this my braid is tiny. You might be doing braids that is bigger than this one. At the end of the day, you might not go up to 4 times. You might just go up to like 2 or 3 times. It's secured already, or even twice is secured already. What next are you going to do? Can you see that my extension is underneath? Have you seen it that the extension is under it? Then I'll close the hair together, use the rubber band to secure it. Now, the next thing we're going to do, open this hair in two like this, push it to this side. The reason why we're doing this is that it will make it more secure. Look at it, more secured. This more securing this hair from the root is the only difference, because when you're learning, when you're a new, when you're a beginner, you don't know how to take that extension and take it with the hair and add it. Go ahead and use this method. Go ahead and try this method. So I'm going to still do another one that doesn't require either the crochet pin or the rubber band method. Well, that's the next one we're doing. So stay tuned and watch me. So when I'm doing all this method, we're going to do 6 methods on the live today. So whichever method is okay for you, whichever method is okay for you to install your extension, please go ahead and use it. Even professionals, the ones they use in learning, they get used to it, they go ahead and use it. So I'm not telling, because I'm doing this 6 method doesn't mean that, okay, you will learn it, but then you find that when you do all those 6 methods, any particular one that is good for you to go ahead, please go ahead and be using it and do your braids. So now I'm going to be, this is the other part of the hair that is 2 times bigger than this one we've put here. Go ahead and pick it up. When you pick it up, make sure they are on equal size. This method are really friendly to new beginners that doesn't know how to braid. It's easier to use this method to get into your braiding. Very, very easy. So now you're going to watch me braid this hair. Now, this is my left hand. This is my left hand. I'm going to grab this hair with my left hand. Look at it. When I grab it with my left hand, take this one in the middle, here in the middle, place it on the hair, securing it with your thumb and your index finger. Can everybody see it? When you secure it with your thumb and your index finger, the next thing you're going to do now, you start, because I'm a right-handed person, I'm going to start with my right hand and start braiding this hair. Can you see it? Move it from your right hand into your left hand. You support it. Look at the way I support it with any of the other supporting fingers. Then you grab this one in the middle, push it. When you push it, secure it, take the one on your left hand, bring it into your right hand. Grab this one again, that is it. Can everybody see what I'm doing? See, it's very easy to use this method to braid hair. Before you know, you start braiding the hair. That is why I said, if you don't know how to install naturally, go ahead and use this method. It's going to help you. See, now the only thing I'm going to explain for you using this method is that you notice that the middle of this hair alone have the natural hair. The middle of this hair alone have the natural hair. Please leave it. Go ahead and start doing your braids. People, maybe when we finish this class, I'm going to ask most people that have been here following us to explain to us the reason why we are doing this way. So now, when you take it, make sure that the hair extensions is covering the natural hair, because only the middle one have the natural hair. And as well, we are doing a colored hair, placing it on the brown hair. So when you do it like that, it's going to make your extensions, your braid very neat. It's going to make your braid very neat. You're not seeing any natural hair showing there. You're not seeing any natural hair showing there. You go ahead and keep braiding the hair. You see it? The way you're doing it, you go ahead and keep braiding your hair. When you braid it to the point, I'm going to braid it because I'm going to show you how to conclude the hair. Normally, I didn't braid it to finish it. If you're doing yours, you can finish it if you don't want to put it into hot water, because I want to use this hair as well to show you how to coil the hair into hot water by using thread method or using bending rollers to coil the tip of the hair. Or no, as well, I'm going to show you 4 methods if we have the time to do it after finishing our practical. So we are going to go ahead and start plaiting this head. I will only stop this hair where the natural hair stops. Go ahead and do it. Do your braid. I'm going to show you at this point. Then when I do the next method, I'm going to show you, explain the difference between all those methods. So now we have done it. These 2 methods, This two method, look at it. The hair is so secured. The hair is very secure. Nobody will say you don't know how to add extension into hair by using this method. It's very secure. You're not even seeing the rubber band. Yeah. So the only difference I'm going to show you later between this 1 minute. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Okay. Yeah. Verify. Yeah. So now this is the second method. This is the second method using the rubber band method. The other nice and smooth, yes, nice and smooth, and you're not seeing the natural hair. You see how clean the braid is. That is why I'm teaching you the same method. So if you learn this way, I think when you're doing the hair, people will know that you've learned in a proper way. That, oh, this hair is so nice. They won't even know that you're a beginner at all when you're doing braids. When you be in this class, when you're doing your hair, most people will not know that you just started learning how to braid. Somebody was telling me last on Friday, you just watch us once doing hair. Before you know, she started braiding the child. Said, yes, that is how we teach. We teach from the root and we teach everything for you to understand. So now, this method, we've done these two methods. There's one other method that is relating to this method that we have done. I'm going to do it now. That method is related to rubber band method, but you don't need the rubber band, neither you need the crochet pin to do that, because this first one we use the rubber band, we use crochet pin to install it. This second method we only use the rubber band by splitting the hair into to place the extension into it, use the rubber band to secure it, then we'll start doing our braid straight away. But this other method I'm going to show you now, you don't need the crochet pin, you don't need the rubber band to do it. So let's go ahead and do that method. If you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. Very, very welcome. The classes we start 12 p.m. Let's go ahead and like the video. By now we should be getting up to 10k. Let's move it up to 10k live. Let's move it up to 10k live. Thank you so much for doing that. And this chest goes to everyone. God bless you for supporting. Let's go ahead and like the video. Let's move it up. Move it up. The more we move it up, the better we get more people to come and help us to do the liking of the videos. So now let's do the next one. Let's take this and do the next one. This hair that is left, we started this hair in this class. Look at this hair. I've braided everything. We started using this hair for practical. Maybe like 1 week and few days that we've done this. We'll be using this as practical online. We'll fill up all the braids on this hair. So I'm going to take everything again because we are using this hair and this mannequin to do training online. So this next method you are going to do, you watch me as I do this method. By the time we take this hair off, I'm going to still be teaching you how to part the hair. If you don't know how to start the hair, how to start parting the hair, the time we're next by, it's not even, maybe today, if I can take it off today, fine. But if not, I'm going to use any other mannequin to do it. Then when I take it off, we'll start all over again, training you how to part the hair, how to start the hair if you're doing a full braid like I'm training you online now. Then let me go ahead and do this, then you can see what I'm doing. So now always have your clips and your pin when you're working. Now this is the hair I'm working with. If you just leave it like that, it's going to be covering all this hair. You don't want it to be like that. You get your clip. This is a clip. So move this one that you're not working with. Clip it, just clip it and hold it on one side. Then it will give you that space to be able to work with this hair you're working with. If you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome to this class. Let's move this light up. Yes, here we talk about hair. I teach you methods of getting into braiding and how to add extensions into your braid. Then you go ahead and braid. Yes, thank you so much. So this one is this method related to these two methods. What you're going to do now, you're going to split this hair into two. This is the hair we're working with. Can you explain how to section out the same amount of hair each braid? That is my problem. Okay, I'm going to explain to you. Don't worry, man. I'm going to explain to you. That's not difficult. That's the reason why I said, if you know somebody is asking there that can you explain how to section out the same amount of hair for each time when you're doing braids. See, like I'm holding this hair now. I'm used to having the same, look at all the hair I've been taking. They are the same thing, right? Because I'm used to taking this hair. So let me use this opportunity to explain to you how, let's say this is the extension you're working with, right? And now you want all your extensions to be the same braid as the hair you're taking, right? You go ahead, you have your hands, you can feel it. When you take this extension, like me, I didn't section the hair. So I've been advising you as let me see, the name is it, what's the name again? He said it's prophetic wind. Okay, prophetic wind is asking that question. So now that you have your hair like this, what are you going to do? And you're finding it very difficult to make sure that all your extensions that you're using for the braid are not the same thing. What are you going to do? Take the handle of a chair. Look at it. The handle of a dining chair like this. Go ahead and section it like this. So you put this one down. Look at it. You put this one down. You go ahead and grab another one. Feel it. When you feel it, you can just do like this. When you do like this, you know that it's the same thing. When you place it on top of the chair like this, the way I'm seeing these two, look at it. You guys can see that the way I'm seeing these two, they look the same. So if you find it very difficult to make sure that your extensions are the same thing, look for something like a rack or a handle of this chair. Section all the hair you're working with. Then you now measure it and you find that they are the same thing. You can now be picking it one after the other to do your braids. But if you can handle it the way I'm holding this hair, taking it at any point in time you're taking it, that is absolutely okay. For me now, I can hold this hair and I'll take the same section the way you see me doing it. You just go ahead and take the feelings of it. When you take it, do this. When you do this, you just notice that, oh, this one is a bit tiny. The way I just feel it now, I've seen that it's a bit tiny. I'll just go ahead and add a little bit to it. That is how you know it. But the best way to do it is to section the hair on a chair or on a rack to make sure they have the same equal hair that you're going to be working with, if you find it very difficult. I hope I've answered your question, prophetic winds. Try it, this method. Try that method of taking that hair by sectioning it out on a rack, or just then you watch it. When you do feel it, then you know that all the hairs are equal. So now let's go ahead before we're not digressing too much. Yes, okay, yeah. So let's go ahead and do these other methods that I just showed you now. If you're just joining, the next thing that we did on this method, this is the hair we're working with. Then we'll just part it into two. Section it into two. When you section it into two, this is the extension we're working with, the braids. I've taken out the braid. And now when you're doing your braids, especially when you want to do your braid, I have this size. When you have this size, even if you have a tiny bit of extension, you're doing micro. When you're doing micro, the amount of the way you have to section this hair before you start your braid should always be ratio 2:1. Look at it. This one I have on my right hand should be 2 times I have on my left hand. Then you cross it like this. On this occasion, we are not crossing. When I'm doing the other parts of training, I'm going to show you how to do that. We are not crossing it. Then I'll show you the reason why it has to be ratio 2:1. So now, even if you're doing it micro, or if let's say this one I'm having now is the one I want to work with, the small section, go ahead and still pinch small section from it like this. Then you cross it. It's still going to be ratio 2:1. Does everybody understand what I'm trying to explain to them? So now when you're doing braid, it's always like that. So now that we've sectioned this hair, this one I have on my right hand, this is my right hand if you're seeing it, it's 2 times the one I have on my left hand. So when we're doing this method of braiding using the rubber band method, and this one now we're not going to use rubber band method, neither we are going to use crochet pin to install it. I'm showing you how to install this now. Take the bigger part of the section on your hand, put it on one side. Put it on one side. When you put it on one side, then you take the smaller part. This is the smaller part. Always make sure that your extensions are nice and smooth. If they are rough, always brush it. When you brush it, it helps your braids to become neat, so that it won't be having all those tiny friction on it. So now take this one, measure it to equal size. Come to the middle of this hair. When you come to the middle of this hair you're working with, what are you going to do? Place this one. Watch it. Place this one. Let me move this hair. Most of this hair that is disturbing us, let's move it to one side. Here is my other clip. I have this other clip here. Move it to one side. When you move it to one side so that you can see what I'm doing, open it like this. When you open it, take this other part of the hair, place it in the middle. Place it. This method is so friendly. This one is that if you don't want rubber band on your head, if you don't want to use the crochet pin, use this method. Look at the way I section it. I put the extensions in the middle. Can you see it? The smaller part of the extension goes in the middle. What next are you going to do with this one? For you to do this method, You need to know how to braid. You already know how to braid. What you're going to do is that take it, make as if you want to cover it, split this hair into 3 equal parts. You braid it down. You use the braids. Look at it. Look at the way I'm braiding this hair down. Can everybody see it? You use braids, some braid the section down to hold the extensions. You use it to hold the extension instead of using rubber band method. Please, all these styles and all these protocols we are doing is because you don't know how to do the natural method. But learn this one, you still need it. When you're doing the process of doing braiding, there's different hair. Look at the way I've just used this do it now to hold down this braid. So the next thing I'm going to do, can everybody see it? I'm showing it around because I'm screening on my 3 platforms here. So you just go ahead and make sure that this is secured a bit. When it's secured, you go ahead and bring this one down. Bring this one. I'm going to do all this method. I'm going to do all the videos in a way that in case you're practicing at home, just go straight to the account and watch the videos when you're at home and you cannot remember what I just did. You have the videos. I sent one of the videos yesterday. The one I sent yesterday is using the crochet pin to add extensions into the hair. It's in my account, so you can go ahead and watch it. So now grab the other part of the hair. What are you going to do now? Go ahead and hold this, because you're using a mannequin to practice, or you can always move your mannequins to position yourself. When you're doing your braid, position yourself. Don't give yourself free, because don't allow your back to be paining you. You understand? You position yourself very, very well with the hair. Look at it. Let me position it, because you're working with mannequin. But if you're working with a client, the client is already sitting down in a good position. If you want to adjust your client, please kindly tell the client, please, can you move your hair? Don't push your client's hair like that. No, don't do that. You just gradually say, oh, I want to adjust your hair so that it will be comfortable for me to braid the hair. That is how you have to be polite when you're doing hair for a client. If you're using this hair for business, right? But if you're doing it for your daughter too, it's the same way. Let's go ahead and refresh this before we continue, so that we can be on the same level. Let's refresh TikTok. Let's go ahead and refresh TikTok. Yeah. So now we have this hair that we are working with. Can everybody see it? Make sure they are equal. They are equal. When they are equal lengths, this other method I'm using now is a third method relating to the rubber band method. But on this occasion, we are not either using the rubber band or we're using crochet. So you go ahead, you braid this hair in the same way. Hold it with your left hand. This is my left hand I'm holding this hair with. Take this one in the middle. Look at it. Take this one in the middle. Place it on top of the hair. When you place it on top of it, it will now give you 3 strands. The only difference between this method is that when you're doing this method, the natural hair is always in the middle with one of the extensions. Don't worry about it. Go ahead and do your braiding. But the only thing I'll advise you is that make sure that the extensions in the middle is covering the natural hair so that you won't be seeing it. So it's applicable to all the braids we're doing. So let's go ahead and braid this. Now that you have these 3 sections, you're holding it, securing it with your thumb and your index finger. This is my thumb and this is my index finger, holding it with your left hand. Then my right hand is free. What am I going to do with this right hand? Come and get this section of the hair. Then bring it in. When you're braiding, I'm a right-handed person. Bring it into the right. Look at it. Bring it in. I'll take it. Then you can support it with any of your hands there. Push this one in the middle. Bring it in to secure this hair. Take this one on your left hand. Bring it to the right. When you bring it to the right, grab this one in the middle. Secure it. You've already started doing your braids. That is why I tell you that this method is very, very easy for the beginners. If you've not tried this method, go ahead and try it. Install your extension. Do this method. You see that it's easy for you to just install your extensions and start braiding. Look at what I'm telling you. Make sure that these extensions are covering this natural hair so that we won't be seeing it on the braid. Then you go ahead and do your braiding. Can everybody see it? Let's go ahead. We have 4K like. Keep tapping. Liking the video is going to attract more people. Let's give this chance to everybody. Thank you so much for doing that, and God bless you. So we'll go ahead and do this. You see? Go ahead and start doing your plaits. Can you see it? With this method, nobody will tell you that you don't know how to do hair. Thank you so much for the gifts, and God bless you, amazing B. Please, you can connect to each other. connect to the gifters, connect to each other's hair, follow each other, because most times we have to show our work. We have to show the work we're doing by showing, like when you have 1,000 followers on TikTok, you have to show me what you have been doing so far. Most people have been doing that. So if you have not reached up to that level, follow each other so that you have up to the amount of coming up to show me what you have done so far. So let's keep going and finish braiding this hair. So I'm going to show you the difference between this method. This method that you're not even using crochet pin and everything is so nice. It's as if you did the natural method while you're braiding this hair. It's as if you did natural method while you're braiding it. I'm going to show you the difference now. I'm going to show you the difference. So you now think of, when you do this 3 method, which of the method you like, go ahead and use it. Look at this, look at this, look at this method. Can you see it? It's as if you install the hair naturally. Look at the 3rd method. These 3 methods are related to each other. These 3 methods are related to each other. But then you go ahead. This first one, we use the crochet pin to install the hair and start plaiting and use rubber band to hold it. This other method, we don't need the crochet pin. We install the hair using rubber band to hold it, secure the scalp, and you start braiding. But this one, this last one, now look at it. It looks like you install the hair naturally. This doesn't require either crochet pin or requires rubber band to do it. So all this method, I'm going to try and do all this method, do the videos for you. I've done the video of one yesterday. Go ahead and watch it when you're doing your practicals, because while you're watching me do this hair, it's okay. You think the way you're watching me doing it live is good, but then when you go and watch the video when you're doing your practice, it will remind you what you have seen in the class. You will not be thinking, how did she do this thing? But then when I have the video, you go ahead and watch the video and continue to do it. So this is the 3 methods now relating to the rubber band method. This one, using crochet pin with the rubber band. Can you do a video for the natural? Yes, I'm going to do everything, don't worry. I'm going to do the 6th method, but it's just that when you're doing this video, you have to edit it, do everything, so it takes time. So that's why I'm taking it step by step. The next one I'm going to do everything and I'll bring it out. Well done, ma'am. My positioning is my own challenge. I have to go and learn at 60. No, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Even if you're learning at 60, it doesn't matter. So the other thing is that when you're doing with your mannequin, you can manipulate your mannequin while you're learning. You see the way I'm adjusting the mannequin? I just push it to one side, the direction. But if you're doing it on the client's hair, they are sitting down comfortably while you are doing the hair, because mannequin cannot move. That's why I'm moving the mannequin myself, right? So if you're doing it on a client's hair, or you're doing it on your daughter's hair, you want them to adjust themselves, right? Or you're doing it on your grandchildren, because the reason why we are here is for anybody watching me now. We have a reason of being here. Please, man, can you do Ghana weave? I have a video already. I've done Ghana weave, so you can go ahead and watch it from my page. I've done it there. You can watch the video. Ghana weave, I've done it. I'm always sitting down. Okay, you're always sitting down. And if you're always sitting down, you're going to have something that is higher. Yeah, because you're watching your back. Like me now, sometimes these days I don't sit down to do hair because it makes me faster. But if you know that you cannot take it, please look for something higher that you can sit down. Then your client has her own chair a bit lower, because you need to be higher than the client if you're sitting down. That is why we used to stand up when you're doing hair. So if two of you are in the same position, it's difficult for you to do that hair. You look for adjustable seats that you will sit on. Your seat will be a bit higher, while the other one will be a bit lower, so that you can sit down comfortably to do this hair. But if you want to stand like me, you go ahead and stand. But standing too is not easy. That is why you will have to watch your back so that you won't be bending. Position your client in a seat that is going to be comfortable for you to be doing the hair, right? The reason is that for you to stay long on this profession, you don't want to hurt your back, you don't want to hurt anything. Yes, safety matters in anything you're doing, any job you're doing. So now we've done this 3 method. Where do I get a good mannequin? Yes, you can buy, just Google it. It depends. Google your money. If you're on TikTok here, go ahead and search on TikTok shop, buy it from TikTok. And the standing as well. Standing makes me faster. Yes, so I stand. Really, that is just absolutely. Standing make you faster. Then you're done. But then the more if you're young and doing it is okay. But when you're getting older, she said she's about 60. You need to watch your back because the back now too needs some rest. That is just it. So that is why we are training more people. It will come to a stage whereby you not see me doing hair again. You will not see me doing hair because that time your ability, you not say, okay, no, this is time. You train more people. Now I'm training more people. More younger people are coming. More people are coming to into this sector. That is the reason why you need to learn. So while the older ones are saying I'm retiring for this job, the other new ones are getting. Some of the mannequin hair are very strong. Yes, then if you know that, then you buy a human. I bought all these mannequins online. Look at this one. This one is a natural hair mannequin. This one is a natural hair mannequin I bought. So now it's so natural. If you put water on this now, it's just going to go coily. Look at it. And it's so full. I have other ones too. This one too is a mannequin. This one has this kind of hair is just like a permed hair. They have different types. And it depends on the amount you want to spend into it. They are not too difficult anyway. It varies. If you just write human hair, if you know that the other ones are too strong, go ahead and get the human hair one. Yes, and buy it. Look at this one that we use in training. This one I'm using in training. Let me bring it up. This one that I use in training how to do hair. If you don't know how to do hair, it's so synthetic. Look at it. It's so synthetic. That is why I don't use it to do this adding extension to it. But I only use it because it's lengthy to learn how to braid. So it depends on which one you're buying. If you know that this one is strong for you and you're allergic to synthetic, go ahead and buy the one that is a bit human. It's just going to cost you a little bit more. Then you go ahead and do your training. So it's just for training anyway. By the time you train, you now move your perfection into somebody's hair. You keep doing it, and that is just how it is. Look at this one now. We're going to go into natural method. If you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome. In this class, we only have 2 hours to spend in this class, but we make most of our 2 hours. We make most of it in the sense that we come here, do it. Let's go ahead. 5K like. Let's keep going. Oh, bring more people. Tap, tap, tap. Thank you. Let's give this chairs. Let's make it interesting anyway. This chairs goes to everybody supporting the like. Just like mine is difficult to braid. Oh, it's difficult. Okay, now you know what you're going to do, Ifabuchi. If it's difficult to braid, oh, yours is very, very slippery, right? Yours hair is very, very slippery. Okay, let's see if you can do this. Let me look for it. You know what you're going to do. Let me show you what you're going to do now, because that hair seems like when you have your hair mannequins and it's very, very slippery. I didn't say you spray all the hair. Don't spray all the hair, because it's going to tangle. Like this hair you're seeing now, this one you're seeing now might be the same thing. This hair you're seeing now might be the same thing like that hair you're talking about, because look at how it is. It's so synthetic. Yes, can you please do it details and step by step when you do the natural method? Okay, that's fine, no problems. I'm going to do that. So Ifabuchi, let me tell you, if you're practicing with your mannequin, get a bottle spray of water. Don't put oil in it, just like this. Then when you section the hair you're working with, gradually spray that hair a little bit because it's so slippery. Then you comb it and start braiding. It will help you so that the hair will not be too slippery while you're doing it. Not too wet. Just, you know the way the spray is. Look at this spray. It goes like this. Just a tiny bit of water to it. It will help that hair. Look at it. When I spray it now, all those slipperiness will reduce a bit. That is how, if you're learning and you want to be professional, you want to do the hair, you know the white hair that is so slippery, you need your bottle of water to do that hair. If you want to braid their hair, if you want to enjoy braiding their hair, you need a bottle of spray of water. When it's so slippery, just gradually spray it a bit. Then you can grab it very well. But if not, it will take, you can't even, the more you're doing it, the more it's pulling out from the root. So let's go ahead and continue our training. So you see, in the process of training, questions are coming in, then we have to answer it so that you'll be able to be comfortable while you're learning. Yeah, thank you so much. You're welcome. So now, this method we're going to do, we have the natural method. This is the 3 methods. We are going to do 3 natural methods. The last one I'm going to do on this class is the natural method, the real natural method I want everybody to get into. But then we'll first of all I'm going to split this hair into 3, because I'm not going to watch this hair, because I'm not going to do any other except you're going to take the hair off. Now we have only 3 strands here to do our natural hair, so we're going to use this one to complete our training. Then I'll show you how to do the tips of the hair. Then we'll call it for a day until I take all these extensions off. Then we'll start all over again to use this hair to train. I prefer to use this hair to train. How do you split the hair into 2 when you grab the box braid? Okay, don't worry, we're going to do that now. Don't worry, I'm going to show you that aspect of it when you're doing the box braid. I'm going to show you the aspect of it now. So we are splitting this hair into 3 now, because I need this 3 to show you the 3 different methods. I'm going to send in those videos. You know, the video, when I'm doing individual video, I put the camera very close to it so that you can see it. So like the video I've sent in now is even when I'm watching it myself, because the camera is going close to the video, everything is visible there, you can see them. So you go ahead, when you want to do your practicals, go ahead and watch the videos. I've sent videos of this method. I've sent one now. I still have 5 other methods to send in a comprehensive video. That video is like about 4 minutes, but sometimes I still split it. I did it in 2 ways, in a way that for those that wouldn't want to waste time watching the videos, I did like 17 seconds of a full video. I did 5 minutes video and I edited into 4 minutes, put it there. Then I announced sections, some of the minutes, for those that will just watch it at quick watch. I did it there. Everything is in my account there. You can go ahead and watch them. So now this is the hair we're working with. This one, we're doing the first natural method. If you're just joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome. In this class, we talk about hair, we train about hair. We only have 2 hours, and that 2 hours, we try to make most of our 2 hours very, very well, so that by the time we learn online, you go ahead and do practice. Most people are still doing what I'm doing now. They have their mannequins with them, so they do while I'm working, they are still practicing while we're doing this online. So you go ahead and take your extension. This is the extension. It doesn't really matter. I'm just only using colored extensions to do this because it makes it more visible. While you're seeing it from the camera, it makes it more visible. I've taken the extension you're going to be working with now. Where is my brush? I've not even seen my brush today. Please go. Okay, see, I've seen it. Look at the brush. Always brush the hair. If you know that the hair is not smooth, always brush it out. So now this is the hair we are working with. And now we're doing natural method. 3 methods with a natural method. This is the first one. We'll do the second one, then I'll do the last one. So just watch me as I do it. All this method I'm doing, go ahead and do all the methods. When you do all this method, that's why I'm going to send video for everything, one after the other. When you try all the methods, any of the methods that is okay for you, that is not giving you problem, apart from the rubber band method, because the rubber band method, you can go ahead and use it, because most people will not want rubber band on their hair if they are clients that you want to do. So go ahead and do all this other method that does require rubber bands, even with the ones of rubber band. Get used to one that you getting used to. When you're used to it, go ahead and start using that method, please. So now this is the extension we're working with. When you're taking your extensions, always make sure you have your extensions ratio 2:1. The reason why we have this extensions ratio 2:1 is because the one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. I'll show you the reason why. The reason why where you will get this method quite more is when you're doing your natural method. So now look at it. You now cross this hair. When you cross this hair, watch these hair extensions. Look at when I cross it now, because we're only using 3 strands to do this hair. This, and this, they are all equal. Can you see it? The reason why the one on my right hand is smaller, because when you cross it, you're going to join it together. When you join it together, it now become one size of the ones that you have that is 2 times bigger on your left hand. Can everybody understand it? So now, this method now, I've crossed it. This is the way I'm going to be holding this extension, because we're going to be using it to do this method. This method, last time when I was doing it, said Most people say, oh, it's old method of using how to do hair. Yes, but most people don't know how to do it. So we are going to do it. So whichever of the method that is okay for you, go ahead and use it. Let me adjust this. Look at the way I'm holding this extension. Can you see it? Then you use, this is my left hand. I'm holding the hair on my right hand. I'm holding it on my right hand. All these things I'm going to explain when I'm doing the video. So now, let me make sure I use the clip to hold this hair. I don't want anything to distract us. Go ahead. If you see, you have your clip as well. When you're doing hair and you feel that, oh, this hair is covering the other one, use your clip to always hold it. Move it out of the way so that you won't the section of the hair. Look at it. Then now, always comb your hair. Let me put it aside because when you're training, practice it. Have your comb. Always comb the hair. Do you know the reason why you comb the hair when you're doing this braid? Because the braids, they are going to put this hair up for 4 weeks to 8 weeks. If you don't comb it and it's tangled and you take extensions and place it on top of it, when they are losing that hair, you see that the hair is going to be going off. The next thing they will tell you is that your hands are not okay. That's the language they use. That's a braider's hand cuts my hair. Please, for you to avoid all that, make sure you comb the hair smoothly before you install any extension into the hair. So now let's go ahead and do this one. This is one section of doing the natural method. See the natural method. Hold this one with your left hand. Place this hair like this. You see, can you see it? In fact, when I'm going to do the video, you're going to see it more in that video because I'm going to move the camera very close to the video. I'll send it. Yeah. So now when you do this, look at it. Now we now have, you're holding it with your thumb and your index finger on this hair. So what's the next thing you're going to do? You know the way you're going to take it. Take this one strand, this other side that is one. Plait this hair like this, like you're plaiting threads. Can you see it? You plait it. When you plait it, you now take this other hand. When you go twice, put it here. You secure it. You now go, this method is very simple from the natural method. If you want to use the natural method, you try this method. It's very, very easy. When you I plait it, as I plait it one or twice, then I now place this other hand, supporting it with my middle and my ring finger. What am I going to do next? Go and grab the other set of hair. Go this way. You start braiding already. Very, very simple to do. Leave this extension because the natural hair is only in the middle. On this occasion, if you want to split the natural hair, this is the time you now get to give this one small natural hair. You go ahead and braid. When you braid it, you come here, take small natural hair. You see the why when you're explaining all those methods of doing the natural hair, you need to get into the hair first. That is why I don't want you to do this, but still I'll still explain it to you. So now when it gets to those points that all the hair have the natural hair, what are you going to do? Make sure that your the extensions are covering the natural hair before you start braiding, so to make your braiding become very, very neat. Very, very neat. So see my natural hair, see my natural hair, and see my natural hair. What am I going to do? Take your extensions, make sure they are covering it. It's called tucking the hair in. When you're tucking the hair in, meaning that you're using the extensions to cover the natural hair. Then you go ahead and braid. So what it does is that it makes your braids. Now I'm using colored even. You will not notice it. You're only going to be seeing the extensions. Can everybody see that? I'm going to show you this method. See, if you want a natural method from these three, this is very, very easy. Go ahead and start using this. Then before you get into the last one I'm going to do, this method is absolutely very, very easy. That is what most professionals are using. I watch them. I watch other videos as well. Yeah, so that is what they are using and they are used to it. So if this method is okay for you to do the natural method, please go ahead and use it. But I'm going to show you the other method as well. So whichever one is suitable for you, you go ahead and do it. So I'm going to stop this one here. Let me show you. Look at it. Look at it. Very, very secured. Very, very secured. Very, very secured. Can everybody see it? This one is one of the natural method. This one is one of the natural method. This one. So, but I'm going to do individual videos for this method so that it's going to be so visible. When you want it, you just go straight and watch that. Yes, and go ahead and do it. Which color is that, please? This color. This color, I think it's color 27 or 350. 1 minute. This color is like, no, not 27, 350. I think it's 350. 350 or 340. This color, yes, somebody said this one. Let me see. I'm reading the comment as well. This one you just use. Oh, this color I just used, I think it's color, either color 350. I think it's 350. 350. Either 340 or 350. I don't know how they put the colors. Now I'm going to check the packet. I can't just leave here now because everything is blocked. I'm going to check the packet of the hair and see whether it's either 350 or 340 color. So can you see it? Now see, the hair is so nice. That is one method. And see the difference. Let me show you the difference between when you're doing natural method and other method. Look at this one that we use rubber band method. It's not as if it's not okay, but then you see how, because of the way you're braiding it naturally, you see that the scalp here is puffy. But when you're doing this is the first natural method. The hair here, the puffiness is reduced because you're trying to secure that hair. But where you will not get this puffiness much is when I'm doing the last one, the real natural method, that I'll use the extension to split the hair and grab all the extensions into the hair. So now this is the first method from the natural method. Yes. Now if you're joining us for the first time and you're just going, or you're hearing my voice passing by, you're welcome. Very highly welcome. You're just watching us, you're highly welcome. Here in this class we do braiding, we do practicals about braiding, and the only thing is that the more I come here, and my presence here is to boost you, give you that mind that, oh, you can do this thing, encourage you to go into it. Most people have passion for this, but nobody is telling them, oh, you can do it. They just give up. Don't give up. You can do it. The more you practice, the better it becomes. And when you're doing braid, you earn more money in doing braids. Yes. If you can learn this section of hair, I'm telling you, you want to go into business with it, go ahead and learn this side hair we're doing and learn it very well. You start getting clients. It pays more. It pays more. So let's go ahead and do the next. And if you're using it for your children, it will save you your money, to save you your time of taking those kids out. And it will bring you and your children will so be bond when you're doing their hair. So now let's go ahead and do the other method. This other method from the natural method I'm going to show you is a method whereby if the hair is not lengthy like this, you cannot do that method. If the hair is not even long like this, at least if the hair is half long, you can manage it. But if the hair is very short, no, you go ahead and use the rubber band method, or you use the natural method. All this method we are trying to do is because we are beginners and we are learning. But for the professionals, you don't need all this motive. You just move gradually into it. Before you know it, you start doing your natural method. So let's go ahead and do this one. When I'm doing this method, let me take the hair from this side. When I'm doing this method, this hair is going to be the third strand. My hair now is going to be the third strand for the natural method. They will not split the extensions into the hair. You are going to watch me as I do this now. Let me grab some of the extensions. Let's grab some of the extensions. Look at the extensions. Can you see the extension? Now, this is too big. For those that is saying, oh, how do I know that this hair? Now that I've taken this extension, I've been using the same size since. Now that I've grabbed this one, I found out that it's too big. You just go ahead and reduce it. What you do, you just go ahead and reduce it, put it outside. So this method is another natural method. If you find out that this hair is not smooth, you have your brush, always have your brush to brush it. So let's go ahead and do this. So thank you for those that are tapping and liking the video. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. Keep going. God bless you. The hands you use in tapping, the hands, may the Lord bless you for that. Go ahead for supporting this life up to this point. Yes. Thank you so much and God bless you. So now we have this hair we're working with. Look at the hair. Let me move all this one aside so that we can be seeing what I'm doing. Let's move all this one to one side. Always have your clips with you. Very important. Even on that training, you see me, I have the clips with me. If you have the clips, you just hold the ones that are on your way, move it to one side. So this one, we are going to be doing this natural method. This method I'm going to do now, the second method from the natural method, is a method whereby I'm not going to split this hair. I'm not going to split it hair. Look at the way the hair is, because this hair is going to be the third strand. I'm not going to split this hair. Watch me as I do this method. If you think that doing this method is the best method for you, go ahead and do it. So now I'm going to hold this one. Look at it. Hold this one. Take this middle of the hair, because I didn't split it. This natural method, I didn't split it. Place it on top. Hold this one with your left hand. Place it on top. When you place it on top like this, look at it. And you're holding it and securing this hair with your thumb. This is my thumb on top, and that's my index finger underneath. Can everybody see it? This is my thumb, and that's my index finger. I've already told you that these two hands, they play a vital role in doing hair. Then other hands are supporting hands. So now you hold it. When you hold it, this method we are going to do now is a method whereby we are using this hair as its third strands. It's good for somebody's hair that is long. Now, the next thing you're going to do, now I'm going to start my braid with my right hand. Take this hair on the right hand, move it in. You started your braid already. It's a simple method as well, but the only thing is that it's when you're going to be splitting that extension. That's when you have to now know. Take the other one, you're braiding already. Go ahead and, you see, 1 minute. Let me do it again. It's not positioned very well. So now you place this one in the middle on top of it, securing it with your thumb and your index finger. Can you see it? Securing it with your thumb and your index finger. Take your right hand, grab this one, move it into your left. Then you take the natural hair, hold it, secure it. Take this other extension on your left hand, bring it into your right. When you bring it into your head, you secure this one. Go ahead. When it gets to this stage now, you've done it like once, you start borrowing hair. Look at it. This one, you just, okay, look at it now. This is the natural hair. We can't continue to use this natural hair to continue the braid. What are you going to do here? Take some of the extension on this place. When you've secured it on the roots, take some of the extension. Take it, borrow it, give it to this one. Take it like this, give it to this one, leave the other one. Go ahead and do the plait again. When you go ahead and do the plaits, when you come to this point, take some of, this is the one again, take the extension, give it to this other one. You see the difference between this method? So if you think this one is okay for you, go ahead and do the method. So I've borrowed extension into each other, right? So the next thing I'm going to do, make sure that those extensions are borrowed in now. Use it to cover the natural hair in the middle. Use it to cover the natural hair. If you still want to share the natural hair, go ahead. But for this training purpose, please just go ahead and braid your hair to get used to this methods. So you now go ahead and start braiding your hair. Go ahead and start braiding your hair. 1 minute, I have the post at the door. Just 1 minute. Keep going. 1 minute. I'm good. Thank you so much. Good. You're welcome. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh, sorry about that. Really sorry. I have to get the mail. You know, the knocking, that's the time the postmen are distributing the mail. So let's go ahead and start braiding the hair. So we keep braiding this hair, this method. If you think this method is okay for you, go ahead. Always, when you're doing your braid, always use your extension to cover your braid. It makes your braid look very, very clean and neat, especially when you're using colored hair. When you're using colored hair, you don't want that your natural hair to be all showing. It might show a little bit, it doesn't matter, because this method that we use, you'll see it will show, but later on, adjust it on the body of hair. Make sure that the extensions are covering the hair, are covering your natural hair, so that by the time you see your braid, the braid is going to look very, very clean, and it makes it last longer, because you won't be seeing that natural hair coming up on top of your braids. So the braid is going to look very, very clean and neat and last longer. So I'm braiding this hair now. So look at this method. That's the second method to do natural method. Look at it. If you think this method, I'm going to send all the video individually, the way I did to that crocheted one. If you think this method is good for you to use, please go ahead and use it. Go ahead and use that method. And this last method we're going to do on the natural method, that's the method everybody wants to do, right? That is the method I want everybody. That's the reason why we are even in this class. For you to walk up to that point that you can be able to secure your hair into this hair naturally in a way that you split it into 3. If you're here, for those that want to know how to do the natural method by holding your extensions into one hand, we've done 2 natural methods. If you think those ones are okay for you, use it. But if not, let's go ahead. Let's move this light up. Let's move this light up. Let's go ahead. For this last method, can you explain how you separate the natural hair? I'm going to do that. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's move it up. Move it up. This one goes to everybody that is. Let's move it up. Oh, thank you so much. Let's share the video. Share. Let me share from here because most of them, I've not seen most of my students here. Let me share to them so that they can come up. Share the life as well. Let's share it. The more you share, the more you bring more people in, and you don't know who you can help that is looking for where to learn a skill. This, as you're enjoying the class, so somebody is looking. Share the life. When you share it, people will like, oh my God, thank you so much for bringing me here to come and learn. You don't know what it is. For those that have learned, when you start doing this, most people now, my joy is that when they come and testify that most people have started doing their business, they started doing everything about the hair, doing crochet, doing all those things. Yes. So let's share it and bring other people in to come and learn as well. So this last one now, we've done this method. I'm going to send the videos in. So this last method I'm going to do now is the method that everybody wants to learn how to do this method. So it's not as if the other methods are not okay. It depends on which one is okay for you to use. So now, this is my extension. The way I'm holding this extension, I just found out that it's very, very big. You reduce it. Don't because you're holding it and you just go ahead and install the hair. It will make all the hair not uniform. So if you find out that it's too big, reduce it, take small and take it out. Take it out. Make sure that your extensions are the same. And if you find out that the hair is tangled, look at the way my hair is tangled. You have your brush. Always brush the hair out. What it does is that it makes your braid and your handwork very, very clean and neat. So now this is the hair you're working with, and you have your comb the hair. You see it? You comb the hair. When you comb it, you see even the mannequin is tangled, let alone the hair you're going to your client's hair. Except the clients just retouch their hair. Even if they retouch their hair, always comb it out like that. Always comb it out. So now you go ahead and do your extensions into ratio 2:1. Don't forget. Anytime you're doing braid, let your braids be ratio 2:1. Look at it. The one you have on your right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. What are you going to do on this matter? You're going to cross it. Somebody was asking me the other time, I don't even know how to cross the hair. See the way we cross this hair. Look at the way I'm going to show you the way you cross the hair. This one you have on your right hand, the smaller part, place it on top of it like this. When you place it on top of it, you grab this one, bring it to this side, then you take this other one and bring it in. You see the way I cross it now. The reason why we cross the hair is that we need 3 strands to do our braid, not 4. Not 4. So that is why you make the other one on your right hand smaller. By the time you cross it, you will not make all the hair equal. Let's move this like at least even 10K today, Seth. Because the way I'm seeing it now, it's not even going anywhere. Everybody just watching me. Thank you so much and God bless you all. Let's give this chance to everybody. Let's continue to laugh. Oh, we will get there. We'll get there. Thank you so much for all your support. I'm not taking it for granted at all. I'll do my best for these 2 hours. Then you do your rest by practicing, right? So now I'm holding this hair. Now, when I'm doing this natural hair, which I've already brought a model to come in front of us, I was doing the hair. I use this method. Strictly use this method in a way that it's faster for you. When you learn it, you don't have to be doing all those protocols, put rubber bands, it's good to learn all those methods, but this method is the method. If you want to be fast and do a lot of hair, go ahead and learn this method. But then you will not, because you don't know how to do this method, you will not do your braid. That is why we are doing other simpler methods to get you into the braid than why you're learning how to do this method. So now this is the hair I'm holding. I've crossed it and I want to flip this extension into my hand. My method, that is Ifabuchi method. You see how she's writing it there. She learns all the method I'm giving you, all the 6 methods. The only method she got used to is this method. So she's lucky, very, very lucky. So there's no point. You just learn other ones in case you're doing some hairstyle that requires that. But for her, she already know how to do this, because that is what the method that just came to her straight. So if she didn't practice it now, she won't notice. She practiced all the 6 methods and she found out that the natural method that everybody wants to learn is the best method for her. And that's what she's doing. I said, please go ahead and keep doing it. Go ahead and keep doing it. That is the reason why I'm here to show you how to do this natural method. But then we have to do other methods to get you into braid. Keep braiding all the time with it. So now I'm going to flip this hair into my hand. Ifabuchi, do you know how to flip the hair into your one hand? Put it on the comment section if you have learned how to flip your extension into one hand like this. See, now it didn't take me anything, because if I explain to you now, yes ma'am, that is absolutely okay. You see, now you know how to flip the extension and hold it into your hand. In fact, you start getting your clients now. Start getting clients for braids. Now start getting your clients for braids. You're good to go. So now, because when you just do like this, now see me now, I'm not explaining, I just want to do my hair. It didn't take me anything. It's not even difficult to flip it into your hand. But I'm going to show you how to flip this hair into your hands. I have videos there. Go ahead and watch them. You will understand it. The reason why I want to flip it into, I will show you. When you hold it on one hand, most people, it depends on how they hold it. Because me, I used to flipping it anyhow that you want to do it the natural. I don't know other method of holding it. Most people know other method of holding their extensions, but for me, this is it. I just flip it into my hands like this. Then I hold this too. When I'm holding this hair, I hold this too with my thumb and index finger, the way you can see me. Then this other one I'm holding with my thumb and index finger on my left hand. Then this other handle, I put it here. Use this on my 3 other hands to support it like this. When you support it like this, what you're going to do, this is my middle finger, right? When you're flipping your hand, you do this. When you do this, look at it. Take this one, put it on top of it like this. You want to turn, the hand you'll be turning, just leave this one stable. The hand you will be turning is the right hand like this. Then when you turn your right hand, don't bring your middle finger out. The hand that is going to come out is your index finger like this. Can you see it? It's going to bring your middle finger, index finger. When the index finger comes out, the only thing here is going to be that it will stand on, one of the strands will stay on top of your index finger. When it stays on top of your index finger like that, you now go straight to the hair. We have already brushed this hair, right? We've already brushed this hair. So let me show you how you can install this hair. You're holding it in the one hand. Watch this method, because we only have this last hair to practice with. Then I'll now show you how to put this hair into hot water. Different methods of putting it into hot water straight away. So then we'll now close the class for today. Then tomorrow we are back. And slowly, please, slowly. Okay, that's fine. Let me do it again. How to flip your extension into your hands. When you get, this is the natural method. I want everybody in this class to learn how to do it. It is faster. You don't have to be putting rubber bands on people's hair. You just go straight away, do the hair. So this is the extension. Let's say this is the extension. I'm repeating this level again. This is the extension you've taken. You've known the size of the extension you're taking. Make sure that the extensions, the size you take like this, is the size that you use in doing all your braids. Don't allow one to be jumbo, one to be medium, and the other one will be micro. All the hair will be riot. No. You don't do that. You just make sure that the sizes are the same thing. It makes your hair look really nice. Even if your natural hair is bigger, but the extensions, don't increase it. Always let the extensions to be the same size when you're doing hair. You will not notice it whether the natural hair is big, whether it's small. You will not notice it, because the extension you're using, they are all the same sizes. So now that you have your extensions is here with me, this is the size you're using. You go ahead, because I'm doing braids now, I'm not doing twists. You go ahead and do what? Take this hair, split it in a way that into two. That into two you're splitting it is going to be ratio 2:1. Ratio 2:1 is that this one I have on my right hand is 2 times the one I have on my left hands, right? So now what are you going to do next? You're going to take this hair, cross it over, put it like this. When you cross it, you come, adjust it, make sure they're always equal. When you get used to this, it won't take you any few minutes to just do all this thing I'm doing when you're doing hair. So when you have it like this, the next thing is that most people, you might have a method of holding your extensions. But for me, when I'm doing this natural method, I used to flip my extensions into one of my on my right hand. Then I'll now use my left hand, hold this hair, place it on it, section them, and start braiding, which I'm going to do for you. So now when you're holding this is my thumb and this is my index finger. Go ahead and hold this hair with your thumb and index finger like this. This method I'm showing now is how you can flip this hair into your hands. Now this is my left hand, right? Hold this other handle here with your thumb and index finger. You see the other one, put it here. Put it on the body of your hand, then use the other 3 fingers to hold it. When you hold it, look at the way I'm holding it. Everybody's seeing me. And when you're holding it, don't let it wobble like this. You're going to give it that small push. Like when you have that small push, it's firm. Look at it, it's firm. You now take this, your middle finger. This is your middle finger. Place it on top of the hair like this. And move your hand. The hands you're moving round is your right hand. When you move your hands like this, the hand that will come out is your index finger in the other strands of hair. Then now one of the strands of hair will now be placed on top of your index finger. Look at it. When it's placed on top of your index finger like this, I'm holding my extension like this. This is the hair we're working with. I've already combed it, and always make sure you comb the hair. I'm going to do this braid not in this direction. I'll do it in out direction, because there is the last hair that is left, and I want you to understand it. The outer side this way. So now this is my extension. Let's refresh TikTok, please, so that we'll be on the same position. Let's refresh TikTok. Let's go ahead and refresh.
My name is Zane.
Yes. Let's refresh TikTok. It's coming now. Yes, no. So slowly, okay, yes, that's it. So now I can't see. Oh yeah, are you seeing it now? Can you see it now? Look at it before we start. Can everybody see it? Please type yes on the comment section if you can see it. Yes, it was TikTok. No, yeah, it was. Yeah, TikTok went. I'll have to refresh it so we can see it now. So now, because of this is the last hair here. Instead of normally when you're doing like side parts, this hair is supposed to come this way. No, but because we're doing practice, you just the last hair. I'm going to bring it in the front, and I'm holding this my extension with this hand. What are you going to do now? Take this hair now, place it on. Look at it. Place it on top of this hair. This is my hand. This is the extension, and this is my hand. This is my index finger here. You just gradually, you're still holding this extension, right? Go ahead and hold this hair like this. When you open your hand, your thumb, and just hold this hair like that, take this, your left hand. Look at this left hand. When you take this left hand, split this one. Take this one like this. Split this natural hair. When you split the natural hair, take this, your middle finger. Look at my middle finger, this long one. Drag this one to this side. Then you hold it. When you hold it, you now take your index finger. This is my index finger. Put it in between this hair and this one. Look at it. Index finger will open it. Then you now take your right hand, go ahead and secure this hair. Installing this hair naturally, a method whereby you have to flip your hands. When you secure it, look at it, I'll secure this hair, braiding it like this. The next thing you're going to do now, you're going to flip your hands. See me. flip it like this, because the braid is going to be coming downwards like this. Can you see it? That's when you're doing this natural hair, that is the only natural hair you flip your hands. Other methods I've done, you didn't see me say I flip my hands, but you will see it this way because I'm just doing it. When you get used to it, it's not going to seem as if it's difficult the way I'm trying to explain it. Now, all the hair now have natural hair. Look at it. I've used it on the process of doing the hair. You're splitting the hair. It has the natural hair already. So the other thing you're going to do when you're braiding your hair, any braids you're doing, always make sure your extensions are covering your natural hair. You go ahead and adjust before you start braiding. Adjust the hair. Now this one is covering it. This is your natural hair. Take this thing, cover it. This one, the natural hair is here. Bring your extensions on top of it, cover it. All these things I'm telling you, practice will help you. If you watch me from now till next year and don't practice this hair, you will not get it. You have to practice. You have to practice one way or the other. You see, you have to practice one way or the other. I'm going to show you the difference between installing this hair naturally to other hair that we have done. Now, I'm just braiding. I'm just going ahead to braiding. Let's see, I'm braiding. So now when I finish this braiding, we still have the crochet hair that we are supposed to do. Maybe tomorrow, immediately we'll do our practice, then we'll still install the crochet. Or maybe everybody have already known that. I'm going to show you that crochet hair when I finish this method now. I'm going to show you. Or, well, which hair do you want us to do tomorrow? Do we do the look at this one. Can everybody see it? Look at it. Look at it. Naturally installed. Look at the ones we've done before. Look at the puffiness here. You didn't find it here because you grab this hair with the hair naturally. See, let's say for instance, I'm doing a colored hair that is matching the hair. You will not notice that we add extension to it because the natural way of grabbing the extension, look at it. It goes straight into having the hair, then you're adding the extensions into it. I'm going to send a comprehensive video on this. Then you can see it. The camera will go into my hands. Then when you want to practice, you repeat until you get this method. Because this method is going to help you if you want to do hair as a business. You need to do it. But other methods, you can use it if you're doing for your children, if you're doing for a friend, if you're doing for yourself. But then this method will make you be faster into what you're doing. You get it very quick, and that is it. And it's going to look very clean and neat, installed into the hair straight away. So that is it for today's training. But then I'm going to show you, we are going to put this hair into hot water. See, now we have all this hair done. If you're joining us for the first time, yes, ma. Yes, please. Thank you for teaching us as I have been struggling to get this method. But then, Ellen Baker 509. I'm going to send a video. I'll try because yesterday before I did that video and edited it, if maybe from now till the week runs out, I'll try my best because when you do one video, you're going to edit it, do all those things, bring it out there. It's not just something that you'll be doing. Even when I'm doing live, most of the video I send in quickly is that when TikTok will just section that video in clips, then I'll just look at it where you have important listeners. You're a good teacher, honestly. Thank you so much, man. God bless you. So I'll just do those things and I'll send it in immediately. But the ones I've sent in. Thank you so much, Ifabuchi. God bless you, man. I've sent in a video using the crochet pin rubber band method. You'll see it is well explanatory. Even the short one that is 7 seconds, that one too is explanatory. And I have a video of 4 minutes that I sent in, just to make sure that when you're watching it, you understand everything, how to do the methods. I'm going to send those videos like that so that by the time you're at home, can you try to explain why my extension starts slipping? Because when I want to grab it, it's my index finger. Yes, because you're a beginner, you keep going, you're going to get it. See, when you're adding the hair, I told you that you're going to hold one section. That time you're holding the section, you're not going to be letting the hands loose. Thank you so much. May God continue to bless you. Yes, you're not going to be letting the hands loose. No, because you're going to grab it from the roots. my hair is not always neat. Don't worry. The more you practice, the better you become. They said the Gracie. Do you have mannequins? That is why you need to purchase mannequin. I've told you, there's an advice I gave in this class. If you want to really know that your confidence of if Abuchi, you're going to show me your own hair. You see this mannequin, you're going to braid this mannequin fully the way. See, we use this as a practice and we braided it fully. If it comes to like seeing your handwork now, this is what I'm using to train, and I've done it to this point, my dear, you go ahead and start giving your clients. What it will tell you is that you have that ability. You not get on the road and get tired while you're braiding that hair. Do it fully, because a client will sit down, you're going to finish that hair. She's not sitting down for you to leave the hair halfway to come back the next day. No. You want to take this as a business. You want to be bringing clients. Get your mannequin ready. Now, I'm training you people. I'm still going to take this hair off. I'll lose it. Use the same mannequin to start training you again. So if you want to be confident of yourself, you've learned to this point, grab your mannequin, braid your mannequin fully. Yes, I have everything you asked us to buy. That is absolutely okay. So the next thing is training. You come to the class, then I'm sending videos. Have you watched the video? Go and watch the video of the crochet pin one. You see that the camera is direct into it. There's no time you will not get that, how to do that method. The camera, I place it direct into the practical, rather than you sometimes when you're watching here, you say, I'm not saying it. That one, you will see it when you're watching the video. It goes straight away and you can get it. So fully braid this hair. When you fully braid this hair, then you know that only you have fully braided the hair. You see your handwork, how it's neat. You end the hair. That is why I'm going to show you the different method of ending the hair. See, I didn't complete all this braiding because if I start completing them in the class, we are not going to go, because we have only 2 hours to do our braiding. So now I'm going to go straight away. Now I'm showing you 3 methods that you can use. Maybe you have a client now that wants to do their hair and they want it straight, or they want it spiral curl and they want it different ways. I'm going to show you the method of how you can get it into the hot water to conclude this hair. We're going to do 3 sections. Or 3 sections rather, or even 4 sections. I'll get the bending rollers, I'll use the thread method, I'll use the other method. Please, I want to join. It is too late. No, you come tomorrow, don't worry. You're in the class already, but then we are almost going. But then I'm going to do the hot water part of it for you to end this hair, because I want to take this hair off. And normally I do a video with it. When we do this, I'm going to do one quick video and send it in. We started it from the beginning. This is the second mannequin that we're finishing since we started our training. And we are doing 6-6 method or 7-7 method every day. We do it and we completed this hair. So now I'm going to use the thread method to show you how to end this hair. I'm going to use the bending rollers. I'm going to use the other method that you plait together. We're doing it here now. Then we'll dip it in hot water, quickly unravel them. You see the difference. So in case somebody comes to you that, oh, I've done my hair, this is the method I want you to use in finishing this hair up. Because you have to make the tip of the hair look very neat, right? Before you do it. So you know what I'm going to do. I'll quickly now, 1 minute on the kettle. I'm quickly on the kettle now. Or I just bring the kettle to just 1 minute. Let me bring the kettle closer. Everything I need, I bring it closer for us to start. So I'm going to plug this water here. 1 minute, let me plug the kettle while it's getting ready. Then we're doing other things. In case you're hearing the sound of the hot water in the background, don't worry. It's just that we have to do these practicals before we leave. So now I always have your bowls that you're using with hot water. And now when you're doing your hot water, you have 2 towels. One towel is to clean the hair, one is to place on the client's hair or your child's hair that you're doing. You have a bowl, have something that you know that water will not pour the person, please. Don't use hot water to design somebody's back, please. Oh, please, please, and please. You have to be careful when you're doing this part of the hair. So now we have this hair, so I'm going to section it. This one, let's say for instance, you have your client's hair that you want to do, and they just want the coils like spiral coils like that, and the tips you want it straight and spiral. What you're going to do, grab the sections of hair like this, go and braid it. When you're braiding it, braid it very tight at the end like this. Look at it, grab it. Can everybody see it? I'm showing you methods of how you can complete the end of the hair. You go ahead and braid this hair. Take it like this, braid it, make it tight, because I'm going to, when you finish braiding the hair, you're dipping it into hot water. This one is the first method. Then we have the other one. If it's the twist method, you can do the twist method as well. Then you do the thread method, either the thread method or you use extensions. Sometimes you just go ahead and use your extensions. I'm going to look at it now. This one is the one of the method first. Then the next method, you get a thread. Let's plait this one up to a point. Everything is going to go into the hot water now. Then you see what I'm trying to tell you. This one, if you want it like you want it twisted, the tips, you want it twisted, let's not take too much when I'm doing the twist. You go ahead and twist this hair. You'll see the result of all this thing I'm showing you. You go ahead and twist it. So it depends on how you want to end the tips of your hair. It depends, look at it. It depends on how you want to end the tips of this hair. This one, the tips can be twisted. You can put in hot water. This one is braided. This one is twisted. Let's go ahead and the water will soon be ready. Then we use bending rollers as well. This one is twisted. Then we'll see the difference. This one is twisted. You put it on one side. Then this one, you can either use your extensions. I'll do the thread one as well. Normally, me, I don't even waste time to start doing thread. It's still the same thing. Just use this one. Grab some of the hair at the tip. When you grab, let me take the ones on top like this. Grab some of the hair at the tip like this. Where the hair is, you go ahead and plait it like this. You can use this hair. What I'm using now is extension. You can either use extension or you use, you know the method when we are doing the puffy thread. That is the method you're doing on this one now. You go ahead and do this. Don't plait the thread too tight. Don't plait the thread too tight when you're doing this method. I'm showing you different methods that you can use in ending the tip of the hair. When they want it coily or they want it straight, we'll do the straight one as well, because I'm going to take all this hair off. Now, what are you going to do? Start pulling. You see the way I'm pulling it? Have you seen it? I pulled it. I use extension. I'm still going to use threads to show you. So whichever method, but if you're doing it, please don't waste your time. The work that the extension will do is the same work as the thread is going to do it for you. So now, this is now ending this one with thread. Then the next one is, I have my bending rollers. Look at the bending rollers. Backs of bending rollers. Just go ahead, take your bending rollers. Look at the bending rollers. Let me take the other two. Bending rollers, they have size by sizes. This one is smaller. These coils will be smaller. This one is the big one. The coils will be bigger. So let's go ahead and use the small one. So you just go ahead and take your bending rollers, straighten your bending rollers, bring this hair. These are the tips now that I'm showing you how to end up. This one is, let's go ahead and plait this more because I didn't finish it. Not just a little bit, not too much. Just go ahead, place your bending roller. See the bending roller, the way it's straight now. Place it on top of it like this. When you place it straight, you go ahead and take this one and start plaiting it. If you want the coils to be like spiral coils like this, you do it like this. you go ahead and do it to the body. Place this one like this. Do it to the body like this. Look at it. I'm doing another style of this bending rollers, then you see the difference. Then you use your bending rollers to clip it like this. It's longer. But then if you want another method of bending rollers, you want the coils to be a lot, you place the coils on top of each other. Take your bending rollers. I hope everybody's seeing it. We're going to put it in hot water now. Take your bending rollers, put it straight like this. When you put it straight, you go ahead, close this one like this, right? Then you go ahead and take this one, place it on top of each other. You see it, place it on top of each other. Place it, make it tight. If it's not accepting it, make it tight before you close it. Then you now do this. You see the two different of this one that is going spiral, you want it long, and this one that is going coily. So we have done 1, 2, we've done the plaiting method, we've done the twisting method, we've done the puffy method. That puffy method, we use extension to do it. We've done the bending rollers, the ones that you want it to coil more straight. We've done the bending rollers, the one that you put all the bendings together. Then the thread method. Let me see if I can grab my thread quickly. But it's the same thing, so that you will not seem as if I didn't do this thread method. It's the same thing as using your extension. It's the same thing. Let me just grab some thread in case you say, oh, I want to use thread. You don't want to use extension. Just go ahead and do your thread. So you go ahead and let the thread a little bit, not too short. That is the method of ending the braids. So we do that anytime we do this hair. We do that because I'm going to lose all this hair. We start our practicals again. So now grab some of the section of the hair this side. Let's keep those ones that are, because I'm going to lose all these ones anyway. The ones that are closer to the tip, let's get it. So when you're braiding the hair, don't leave your braids like up to this point, except the person wants it up to that, the coils up to this point. But it's because we're doing practicals online. That's why I just don't want to complete the braids to save our time. So this is my thread. Can everybody see it? It's the same thing. You go ahead and plait. If you watch us online doing all the practicals of the thready puffy styles, you will know what I mean. So now you have your thread. You have plaited it like you see your thread. Start placing this thread on top of it gradually. If you want the coils very tight, you have to twist it. Go ahead and place it on top of it. Place it on top of it. Some people, when they are putting it in hot water, they add conditioner to the water. Well, I didn't come with conditioner here now. You can decide to add conditioner into your own water. That is absolutely okay. So you see the method now of ending the twist. I'm going to show you the difference. Most of them these two now will be similar. These two now will be similar coils but one is going to be shorter, one is going to be longer. What are you going to do? Start pulling this hair. We've done this hairstyle here. This is the method we're using to do these hairstyles. So now you tie your thread. When you tie the thread, this method I did now is still the same thing I use using the extension. Here's the scissors now. Let's bring the scissors. It's still the same method I use and the extension to plait. So either ways, if the extensions is good for you to use, go ahead and use the extension. If the what is it called again? If the thread is good for you, go ahead and use the thread. So now we are going to put all this hair in the hot water. Now let's assume this is your client. Please take one towel, because I cannot place on top of this now. Use one towel and place on top of your client's back when you're doing this method. So you go ahead. The first method, we plaited it like this. Look at it. The second method, I twisted it like this. Yeah. The third method, we use an extension to plait it like this, which is the same method as this. I use thread to do this one if you want to use thread. And this other one, we use the bending rollers to do this. Look at it. Yeah. Then the other method, bending rollers, but you want the coil smaller, not too much. You place everything inside the bucket. Yes. Then we'll now carry our hot water. Please, when you're doing hot water, be careful when you're doing hot water. Just go straight and pour this hot water. So when you're pouring hot water, be very, very careful, because you already placed a towel at the back of your client. Tell your client to hold the towel, please. Tell your client to hold the towel for you, so that the towel will not drop. So that hot water or the heat, look at the heat now. When I'm pouring, the heat will come. What you're going to do, you just, if they are feeling the heat in their hair, you just keep blowing that heat a little bit for them, so that it won't get into their scalp. That is the reason why when the heat gets into the kids' hair, sometimes they just shake their body. Before you know, hot water will get into them, please. And if you're doing a child's hair, let another adult or anybody to hold that child. Don't do hot water with that child on your own. No. Even me, when I'm doing hair, if I'm doing for a child, I'll bring the other person, the one that cannot sit properly. Let somebody hold that child before you pour hot water on the hair. If not, they will just shake like this. Immediately they shake, the heat, the hair might drop, or small water will drop on them. They are burnt. Please, very, very careful when you're doing hot water. So now I've done this. If you think the hot water is not enough, just add more to the hair. That's it. Then you now gradually, if you want to put conditioner on this water, this is the time you're going to put the conditioner. Then you pour the hair, put the conditioner in the bowl. When you're pouring the water, everything is going to condition the hair, just going to make it look softer. That is the difference. So now I'm going to clean up this hair. That's the towel. You clean it up, make sure it's clean, damped very well. So I'm teaching you, I'm not going to do this other part because I'm taking the hair off. I just want to show you how you can end the client's hair. Not that when they come say, please, I want this hair, spiral coils. You'll be thinking, which one, what will I do to this hair now? I'm showing you everything now. It is a leave-in conditioner. Yes, leave-in conditioner, that is it. So that's fine. Leave-in conditioner is okay. Any conditioner is okay because it's still going to go off. When you're putting the leave-in conditioner, should go direct on your own natural hair. Any conditioner can go on the extension, because when you're putting a conditioner on your hair, which is not the leave-in one, you wash it up. What it does is soften this hair. So any conditioner can serve in this purpose, not just the leave-in conditioner. If it's your natural hair that you want to leave in, you use the leave-in conditioner to add it. But if it's extension, any conditioner you have is okay to go into the water, because it's not going to remain there, just to soften the hair, then you throw it away. So don't go and think if you have any yes, thank for the explanation. Yes, any conditioner will do. If this is my natural hair, because I have a leave-in conditioner, because I have a natural hair, I have a conditioner whereby I cannot wash it out. It's only helping my hair get softer. That is leave-in conditioner. The ones that you just normal condition to soften your hair while you're combing it out, you're still going to wash it out. You can use it for the extension. So why I'm explaining that you might have that one, or you're thinking to go and buy another one. Don't bother to buy another one. They serve all the purpose. It's the same thing. Just use it. It's okay. Whether it's leave-in, whether it's not leave-in, use it. It's okay for the extension. So now we have put it in hot water. Most people, if they have time, they stay until it dries. Some people will use dryer and be drying it, or normally it's good for this hair to dry naturally. If, say, for instance, you're doing it for your child and you don't have enough time to waste, you can leave it for some time, play around before you cut it. You are a superstar. Thank you so much. God bless you, Susu. God bless you. So, but if you're doing it for a client, before you just put it in hot water now, what you're going to do, start tidying up your environment, because you're finished the hair. That time you're using to tidy up the environment, you're making the hair dry up a little bit. Tidy up. Take all the hair we have done, make sure your environment is okay while the hair is drying gradually. Before you know, you don't have to dry too much. Then you just go ahead and do what? Get your scissors. I'm going to lose this hair in front of you now because you're doing it live. I'm going to lose everything in front there. You see the difference. So now we're going to lose this one that you plaited, the spiral coils. Good to see your beautiful face. Thank you so much, ma. Yes, sometimes when I'm training, it's just that you will just be here at the back of the training. Sometimes the hair is taking over so don't worry. So when we start from the beginning, I used to explain some things. Anytime I'm explaining, you see me directly in my face. But if not, if I'm doing practical, I'm focusing on the hair so that you can see it. So go ahead. When you're snapping up the hair, just take a little bit from it like this. Your scissors, just take a little bit. Then you go ahead and lose it. Gradually lose the hair. Don't lose it in a way that your coils will remain and not scattered. Thank you so much. You just go ahead and loosen the hair. Most people, when I want the coils to remain, it depends. I'll ask them, if you want the coils to remain, I'll just say, I'll just snap the tip of the hair, say they can go with it like that. Let them allow it to dry and they lose it by themselves. But some of them, they can't do it. They will just say, please just do it for me. You go ahead and gradually lose the hair. You see how spiral this coil is going to look. So when you're ending the hair, you ask your client which of the coils to end the hair. Some people want it straight. Okay, we didn't even do the straight one. Straight one is easy now. You just put the water base straight on the head. The ones that doesn't want coils, you just use your towel to clean it up. That is it. Then you trim a little bit. Can you see it? Let's show it one after the other. This is the coils for the one we plaited. This is the coils for the one we plaited. Can everybody see it? This is how the hair is going to look like. This one that we plaited like this, look at the coils. Can everybody see the coils? So if everybody wants the coils like this, you just plait the tip like this. If you allow it to dry, the coils will stay more. Very nice, yes. The coils will stay more. So I'm showing you how to end your hair when you're doing it. If you're doing it for your granddaughter, if you're doing it for your daughter, you want a spiral coils like this, straight and spiral coils. Plait all the hair together with a braid, tight braids, dip it in hot water. It's going to come out like this. This is one. If the person wants it twisted, look at it. I twisted the tip of the hair. I'm going to unravel this twist that you can see the twist. So when we finish this section, we are going to come into the class tomorrow. Look at the twist section. I'm going to lose it like this. Look at this, is a twist one. Can you see the twist one? This is the one we twisted. Can everybody see it? Let me show it to this, to everyone watching. This is the one we twisted. This is how it's going to look. If you want to unravel it, it's going to still look the same way. Look at it. We took 4. When you're doing the twist one, you don't have to take too much hair. Where is it? Look at it. Yes, so that it won't mix together. You see the difference? This is the twist one. You notice the twist one. This is the twist one. This is the twist one. This is the twist one. We did 4 of it. This is the twist one. That's not the twist one. Where is the twist one again? This is the okay. This is the twist one. Look at the twist one when you do it. That's how the twist is going to come out. Can everybody see it now? Yes. So that one aside. Let's put it aside. This one is the one that we plaited. Then this one is the braids that we use the extension to do. Is the same thing as the other one. Just go ahead and snap it here. Cut it. When you cut it, you gradually lose it. Gradually lose the hair. This one is the end result of the braid. So everything we are learning in this class, look at it. You just gradually take the extension. We use extension to do this one. This is the coils it's going to give you. That's the coils. You see it? This is the coils it's going to give you. Can you see it? You see? So whichever coils you want, you go ahead and do it. So anyone that mentioned to you, though, please, I want this hair. This one is going to be the same result as this one I just loosened, because the difference is I use thread to do it. The other one you use extensions to plait it. So you can as well use thread or extensions. When it comes to that point, I don't even bother for the thread. I just use my extension to do it. Look at it. The same coils as this one. These 2 coils are the same thing. The only difference is that we use threads to tighten the other one, and we use extension to do this. You see the coils? You see this? You see this section of this one? How it looks? You see the first one? You see the difference? If your hair, you want it longer, not too spiral with coils, go with this spiral. It's still going to give you a length, but some spiral. This coily one will still reduce the length of your hair, except it starts growing old and it starts bubbling down. Let's go straight to the bending rollers one. Look at the bending rollers one. The bending rollers one with the long coils, we're going to take it off now. Gradually go to here, open it like this. Either you just start from here and start winding it out like this and start rolling it out. you just roll it out. Bring your bending rollers out from the hair. Bring your bending rollers out from the hair. Go and do that. Look at the long strand of the bending rollers. This is the coils it's going to give you. Let me release it. Because now you did it like that, it's going to give you that coils, but it's a lengthy coils, not too short. You see it? This is the bending rollers one. It's going to give you that lengthy one. This one that you twisted to each other is going to be shorter now. Let me remove that one. Then we'll see it. So when we do this, it's going to be the end of the class today. Then I will ask if there's anyone. We have only 5 minutes more because I'm going to get the kids from school. Look at the other one that you twisted with the bending rollers. Look at it, the shorter one. You see it? Can everybody see it? This one. Then this other part of it, we didn't do it at all because I'm going to take all this hair off. I'm going to take all this hair off. So all the sections of hair, let me hold this other part. Look at them. How to end your coils in different ways. Don't tell me I didn't teach you that one or how to conclude. Then the other one is easy. If the person don't want to coil the tips, go straight and finish it to the end of the hair, dip it in hot water, and just use your towel to clean it down. Hello, can you do the knotless one next time? Knotless braids. Do you know how to do braids? If you know how, I'm going to send the video of knotless braid. If you know how to do braids, knotless braid is easy. Knotless braid, the difference is that you start knotless braid with your natural hair, then you just start adding extension into it. But if you don't know how to do this braid itself, you can't do knotless braid. You can't do it. Knotless braid ends for coils. Which coils? Knotless braid ends for coils. Knotless braid. You know what is knotless braid? Knotless braid is not the coils now that we're doing as knotless braids. The knotless braid is when you're braiding your hair without going straight, attaching the extension into the hair. That is what is called knotless braid. But I don't understand what you said. Knotless end for coils. Knotless end coils. Thanks a lot. God bless you richly. Thank you so much. And let me gradually, we have 5 minutes or 3 minutes. Let's see if we can invite people. If you have anything to say, go ahead. Whatever you've learned today, if you know you've learned something, you just go ahead and say it for a few minutes before I'm going straight ahead to get my children from school, the little ones, because this time goes really fast. So if you want to accept it, go ahead and take the invitation for a few minutes. Let's talk. That's how we do it. If you know you did any practicals today, show me your practical works. I want to see them. Then we'll move ahead. Let's go ahead. If you know you did any practicals today, go ahead and show me. But if you have anything to say based on everything or you've learned something today, go ahead and accept it. Let me see who is there. Yes. Accept. I'm sending more invitation. If you get the invitation, go ahead and accept the invitation. If you want to say anything, if you have your practicals done and you want to show it, go ahead and show it. Sorry about that. Facebook and TikTok, I've not started doing that. On the day I will stream live on only that. We need to, I don't know how to bring somebody up on YouTube though, but Facebook, I've not tried it at all. Not yet. So let's go ahead. With few minutes, if you have, oh my God, let me see. Let me bring you up, oh, madam. Let's bring her up. She's doing her braiding. Yeah, you change it now to all back. That is absolutely. Let me open it. Let me expand it and show other people. It will encourage others to do. Look at. You see what I mean by practice with your mannequin? She's doing her braids now. Look at it. Practice, practice, practice. The more you see things, you practice. Very, very beautiful. Let's give her cheers for this work. Oh my God. Even with this level now, you know you can crochet your hair with this. You can braid your hair and just put crochet in. And you're good to go. Do a lot of things. Look at it. Can you see it? That is beautiful. Let's give her a round of applause again. You see, this one will show you that even with your mannequin, she's did it on mannequin. Now, if she wants to move into somebody's hair now, you do it perfectly well. If you can do this on a mannequin like this, when you're doing it to a client's hair, it's going to be better than it, because these mannequins, they are sometimes slippery. So if you can perfectly do this hair like this, you're in fact, you're a professional on this braid already, because mannequins, when you're doing it, they are slippery, and you can do it this point. Well done, man. Well done. Well done. So let's go ahead. If you any other person have something to show us, let's go ahead. That is why we need, when you have 1,000 followers, if you don't have, start following people, because when you're doing this, if there's any mistake, we'll say, okay, keep going, doing it. But what she have done so far now, she did on mannequin. I assure you that she have done really, really well. Really, really well on the mannequin. So do hair on the mannequin is two different things and doing it on the hair. When you do it on the hair, it's going to come out very much better than the mannequin, because most mannequin, they are slippery. If you can handle a mannequin, you can handle somebody's hair more better than the mannequin. So well done, ma. Who else is going to say something? If you don't have any work to show, I'll give you time. Anytime you have your mannequin, keep going and practicing. And Susu, do you have something to say? Pat, Ifabuchi, yes. Have you learned anything today? Just open your mic and say something with few minutes before we round up our classes today.
Yeah, I'll just say thank you for what you're doing.
Yeah.
I really appreciate, let me personalize it.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. The one I've learned today is a different way for the hot water one and the conditioner. So that's my new skill I just learned.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's give her a round of applause for that. When you come to the class every day, there's no time you're not going to learn one thing or the other. Even if you started doing hair for a long time, the method I'm using doing my own might be different. You say, oh my God, this is a quicker method for me to do this since I've been struggling. You must learn one thing or the other. That is just it. So let's go ahead and speak to Pat. Pat, do you have anything to say? Go ahead and speak to us, please.
I want to say thank you for the tutorial class.
Yes.
I came late because of time differences here in Canada. So maybe next time I will come earlier. Thank you.
Oh, so just find out, because the class normally starts 12 p.m. UK time. Find out the difference between, I think the 12 o'clock here will be your maybe 11 o'clock, right?
No, 6 a.m.
6 a.m. Okay, that time, yes. That 12 o'clock is that time.
If I'm awake, I will join you on time.
Yes. And we will do Monday to Friday. Anytime you know you're ready, just set your alarm. Even if it's one day, we do the same thing every day, because each different days, different people join every day when we're having our classes. So when you join, you will learn time you join. And if you're still here learning, most people want to learn more, because the more you come to the class, you must learn one thing. For those that are learning how to do braid now, they will know how to end their hot water. If you miss the class today, before we do this section again, will take time. So the more you come to the class, the more you learn more things to help you with your braiding. Because here we teach braiding. So let's give Ifabuchi, yes, that's the next person to say something. Then we'll now.
I just want to say thank you, nothing much. I'll continue to thank you, because I was planning to go and pay someone to teach me how to do this natural method, honestly. So what I'm going to do now is to lose the ones I've done, so I can do it and finish the whole. I can't be able to come live, but I can show you on WhatsApp when I start doing them.
Okay, that's fine. Just send me, go on the bio, send me your number. I'm going to connect you so that I can see what you're doing before you start taking your clients. I don't want you to go and take clients now. At the end of the day, they say, oh, she didn't. No. I want to see everything that you've done so far. Put it in hot water, do everything so far the way I just did it. Show me. Then I'll now say, okay, give your cards to people now. Start doing the hair. Right. So that is just it.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
You're welcome, ma. Let's give her this round of applause as well. So we didn't give a Susu. Okay, everybody take this one. This is for Pat. This is for Susu. This this thing is the speaker going down now. This one is for Ifabuchi. And this one is for Enechazam. Oluwa. Sorry, don't let me give that name. Don't let me slaughter this your name. Please forgive me for that.
Oh
Say it, please. Say it. Enecheziam.
Enecheziam.
At least I try small.
You try.
Thank you so
Let's
much.
give a round of applause too.
Yeah. Let me give myself a round of applause. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Let me see. There's somebody giving the request. Let's take this last one. Bring them up, then we'll start going. It's a Franca appeal. Okay. Oh my God, Franca, I want to say something. Okay, my Franca, do you have anything to say? The network there is just wobbling. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube. I hope I can bring somebody up. Thanks for the different method. Yes, absolutely okay. Thank you so much. So those methods, just go ahead and try any method. Any of the method, look at it. They are all beautiful methods. So to end your hair, go ahead and do it. The twisting one, anyone you want to do, you go ahead and do it. All of them are here. So let's go ahead and hear from Franca appeal before we start going.
Hello.
Hello, how are you, ma?
Good afternoon, my sister. Well done.
Thank you so much. I hope you're doing your own practice, Sha.
I've been doing it for my daughter.
Yes.
I'll be practicing with her.
Yeah, how is it going?
I hope I will get better.
Yes, that's fine. So while you started doing the braid, which method are you using for the braids?
I'll be trying the rubber.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Go ahead and use the rubber band method to do it. So even if you can go ahead and use the rubber band method without the crochet pin for her, it's the same thing. So use that method. Go ahead and use that method until you get used to it. Then you're not going to the natural method. I sent in did everybody see the video I sent? I hope the video
Thank you so much.
is helpful. So that's number 1 of the videos. So I still have 5 of the videos to send in like that. So when you have all those methods online, and I still come to the class and teach you. So when you want to do your practical, you feel like, oh, what did she even say? Just go straight into the account. On that, I put the titles on them. Rubber band method using the crochet pin. This one is without the crochet pin. Click on the video you want, watch it, and go ahead and do your practice. It will help a lot. And that video, without me explaining, you see that I put the camera close to the video so that you can see everything on the hair. Akushika, let's bring her up. Last one, then we'll start going. Thank you so much. Let's give this cheers to Franca. She started practicing the hair on her daughter. But before you know it, you'll get there. It will save you your time. It will save you your money. It will make you and your daughter become close friends. They'll be telling you things while you're doing their hair. I have my daughters here too. I do their hair, and I don't think they won't want anybody to do their hair. Sometimes I'll tell them to go and do it out. They'll say no. They rather just carry their hair. They want me to do this. I always do their hair. So let's go ahead. Akushika, can you say something before we round it up today? Ma, do you want to say something?
Yes, I just want to thank you. You are doing a great job.
Thank you so much.
The way you are teaching, it's clear, like you understand what you are saying. So I just want to thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
You are doing a great job.
God bless you. And you too. God bless you all for supporting this life. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm not taking anything for granted here. From YouTube, thank you so much. From TikTok, thank you. And from Facebook, thank you so much for your support for us to be live here. We will say 2 hours. We've gone past 2 hours. But straight away, I'm going to get the kids off school. So plus minus 12 p.m. UK time is the time, Monday to Friday. I've not started coming weekends now. Maybe when I come weekend, maybe weekend will take over the weekdays. I don't know, but I don't have time in the weekend yet. Really, I'm busy. So let's be taking it.
I'm in the UK, but I'm always come late because I'm at work. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay, no, don't worry. Let me see how it goes. Maybe one of these days now, just say, okay, let's do weekends. We'll now know that we have only one day. Everybody will not come in. Then we'll not take that class as a goal. Let's be doing it gradually until my own schedule will still fitting into the life schedule. That's how we're going to do it. Yes, thank you
But
so
I
much.
still join too, but just that I always coming late.
Okay, but I hope you're learning. Anyway,
Yes, I am.
yes, we do the same thing every day, and the videos are there to help. Even what we have done so far, I'm going to download some of the clips immediately and send it, because they put the clips in like 1 minute clips. I'll just download some of them and send it in. It will just remind you that, oh, we did this in class today. For those that are not in class, it will just make them to feel like coming into the class. That is what it does. Most people will just hear me explaining things. They'll say, oh my God, there's something like that. They will now make time and come into the class. But I did a video just to tell people that this is the time we'll come into the class. Maybe I will still repeat it again. 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. UK time, Monday to Friday. So now, thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to be dropping everybody one after the other. Then we'll now call it a day. And we will have a wonderful afternoon. And be good. Let's shrink this. Okay, no. I'm expanding this. Let's be shrinking all of them. I'm disconnecting it now. Yes. So thank you so much. Tomorrow, if you don't have your mannequin, yes, please go ahead and order for your mannequin. It's very, very ideal to use mannequin to do hair, because to learn. Because you can manipulate anything on the mannequin will not complain. If any other person is using their kid's hair to learn, and at the point you now learn and the child will now say, don't touch my hair again, that's the disadvantage, because you have to soften your hand if you know you're using with your... Thank you, Franca. Let's go ahead and do this. Thank you. So now I'm going to expand my own while we just call it a day today. Thank you so much, everyone. This is the hair we did today. We've been doing all this hair. We just get it into hot water. All these methods are really nice. Look at it. Very, very good way to end your extensions. Make it nice. Thank you and bye for now. Bye, TikTok. I'll see you. God bless you. Tomorrow we'll see. Thank you so much for your support and everything. God bless you. This cheers goes to everybody. And let's continue to be happy and laugh. Bye. My name remains Grace Lowen from GraceLawendhair. As you can see me, you can find me anywhere in any social media platform. My name there is Grace Lowen. When you type that Grace Lowen, it's just going to pop up. Yes. Thank you and God bless you all. See you tomorrow. Then we'll see what we can do tomorrow. Maybe we'll do new styles tomorrow. Let's go ahead and refresh this before going. Thank you, Facebook.
How to edit your TikTok
God
video
bless you, everyone that is watching me. I know you're watching me on Facebook. I know you're watching me on Facebook. Most people are going to watch these videos later on. As you're watching it, we have live sections. If you're free, you can come up on the live sessions. And I'll see you tomorrow, the same time, 12 p.m. UK time. And God bless you for that. Thank you so much, everyone in the live. God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Let's finish it now. So now on YouTube, thank you so much, everyone. I know most people are watching me. Thank you so much for watching me. Thank you, Severia and Ozie. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and everything. Most people are watching there. So go ahead and watch the videos. If you know you didn't understand, I'll send you most videos when you're doing your practical. It's going to go a long way to help you. Thank you and God bless you. I'll see you same time tomorrow, 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. UK time, Monday to Friday. My name remains Grace Lowen from GraceLawendhair. So we're going to end this live now. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Bye.